Hey, what's happening out there? NorCal Sports Network chat. Welcome. We're ready to go tonight. We've got a topic for you, a few topics. We're going to discuss the Giants and the Dodgers and the difference of
what's up, Robert?
Their direction of their franchises. We're going to be talking about the top 100 baseball prospects and how many has Farhan got in that top 100. We're going to be discussing what else? The poll, the Twitter poll I got out there. If you guys haven't seen the Twitter poll, that's what the hats was all about. The poll question, if you haven't seen it, we will put it up here for you in just a moment.
It's a doozy.
Hey, you know what, Dan? How about I put a poll up to see how many people can guess how many Giants are in the top 100? Yeah. Then again, people probably will Google it and figure it out.
Don't Google it. That's the rule of this channel.
Yeah, you come on. You know that
you have to use your mind.
All right,
someone's going to go out there.
Here's the poll, guys. Hold on. Hey, look at that. We're live.
Hey, I know those guys.
We're live. I guess looks like Twitter's a little behind YouTube right now. We're being broadcast
on both, yeah.
On both.
Does that say 291?
What's 291?
How many viewers does that say right there? Oh, that was okay. Never mind. That was from last. Yeah, we had 291 viewers on Twitter yesterday.
So this one, interesting. I haven't seen this before. I thought it was simultaneous with YouTube. It's like
it is. No, this is from yesterday. You're looking at yesterday's. See,
oh, really?
Yamamoto close because he wants to win. He chose the LA Dodgers because he wants to win. Yeah.
Okay. Where's the? Oh, get that smirk off your face. Where did I see? I saw a smirk that just.
It just showed it a minute ago. I don't know where it went.
Get that smirk off your face. All right. Anyway, the poll question. There it is, guys. 814 votes. I don't know if you could see it. There it is. One team has to permanently. This is all to get your thoughts going, not that any team is going, obviously. Right. And a few clowns out there are saying, "Oh, the A's, the Raiders."
They're not an option.
Not an option. They're already leaving. So the options are. The question is, one team has to permanently leave the Bay Area forever, not coming back. And I should have said California, but so they don't go. They're not going to SAC. Who are you letting go? Tough one. If you love all three, like Los and myself and many others, you letting the 49ers go? And this, I wanted to add something to this but ran out of room because I tagged some others to get more involvement in this poll. I really wanted to get people to think, don't just think recently, okay? Because obviously, if you think recently, you're not going to pick the Niners. They're hopefully Super Bowl bound, and the Giants are in the gutter, and the Warriors are, they've had their day, and they're still hanging in there. They got a shot. So think of it like if you're thinking, oh, Giants because they stink, think about the void that might leave you for your entire summer. It's a long time.
You got to really think outside the box on this one.
Yeah, it's a really long time to say, okay, no more Giants baseball all the way from March, spring training, all the way through September.
Right.
And what else is going on? Not a whole lot. So,
nope.
I'll tell you my answer, and it was tough. Well, let's see if you guys can guess my answer.
Well, let the chat guess because
let the chat guess.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think my answer was?
Hey, Truth wants to know how your doctor visit went there, Dan.
Hey, thanks for asking. Truth. I did get good news today. Yeah, my eye was dilated, and the doctor looked at the retina and he said everything looked fantastic. So there was no tear in the retina or anything.
Good.
Vision has actually come back much better today. I don't know what caused it on Tuesday night. Something happened, but
Blame Farhan.
yeah, I did go through a quick little, almost fainting spell in Costco and dizziness. My eye got blurry, so could have been a little minor. Hopefully not, but it could have been like one of those little TIAs. It's had my blood pressure checked today, which is good. Had some blood drawn just to lower my red blood cell counts, which can get too high if you're on anything that could make your. So anyway, all that stuff is in line, looking good. So I appreciate your thoughts. So
No doubt.
So anyway, I don't see anybody who's picked in the chat on the poll. I'll just tell you.
Robert Duville says SF.
Well, it was
There's
one of
two
the
SFs.
There's two SFs.
Oh, yeah.
Got to give last names on this answer.
Yeah.
This is a very difficult question. I presented it to Dan today, and I told him, each organization has a certain pedigree, a certain point that hits everybody deeply more than the other two. The Niners are the only team out of this list that are from San Francisco. They're originally from San Francisco, and that does carry weight. Trust me, I've talked to a lot of sports fans. The Giants came from New York. The Warriors came from Philadelphia. A lot of people are going to think about what sport they play. Like if you were a basketball player, you're probably going to lean towards the Warriors a little bit. If you're a baseball guy, you might lean towards the Giants. There's so many different. Your parent, your dad, who you might be really close to, might have been a football guy. So, but I mean, right now the Niners are winning this poll like handily. Meaning they're the one team that the least amount of people want to see go.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, we've talked on this topic before. It was many months ago, but we talked about how I think the Bay Area used to at one time be a baseball town, for sure. Just the history of the Giants, the history of the A's, all that they did in the 60s and the 70s. The Niners were really not relevant until 1981. The Warriors had their one championship in 75 and then basically fell off the map for 30 years. So, hey, there's no right or wrong answer. It's
okay.
Very difficult question.
How about this though?
Yeah,
I'm kind of splitting hairs, but hasn't the Niners left San Francisco?
All right, that's enough of that. That is enough of that. Come on.
He said the same thing that dude said. Is like,
yeah, same thing as that.
Dan's going to say the same response he said to that other guy.
Come on. Do I have to bring up the question?
Am I wrong?
Do I? Yeah, you're wrong because you didn't read the question. Read the question. Do I have to bring it up for you again?
Yeah, bring it up.
Okay. Come on, this is not just a class in picking your sports teams. It's a class in what we call your what the heck's the word? I just forgot it, Dan. My brain.
What was that word?
Comprehension. Comprehension. There we go. Read the first sentence, Eric, and then stop.
Permanently leave the Bay Area. Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me read it out loud.
Is Santa Clara in the Bay Area?
Yeah.
That it is.
Okay. And we purposely did not include the Sharks because
everybody would have picked the Sharks.
All respect to the Sharks, and I know they have a strong fan base down in the South Bay and all over the Bay, but they're a distant fourth compared to these three.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't choose the Raiders or the A's because
I think if we put the Sharks in there, it would be like 95% Sharks.
Yeah, and the A's are about to leave. We made this difficult. These are the three primary organizations in the Bay Area. Mm-hmm. These questions come up on social media a lot. What would you remove?
Look, we got more votes now.
Sausage. You have to get rid of one. So I just thought, well, let's do this for the three teams. One has to leave for good. again, tough choice. Because if you love all three, you got to let go of one. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've had a few people say I picked the Giants. I'll tell you who I picked, and it was tough, but my love for baseball is great. So I chose
The Warriors. Look at that.
there it is.
Look at that. Interesting.
Dan, if Buster had to choose between the three hats, who would he have chose?
Buster?
Yeah.
Oh, Buster, my dog?
Yeah.
Or Cozy. Oh, okay.
No, the dog.
Shoot, who would
He
Buster?
couldn't pick the Giants because he's named after a Giant.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, Buster. He probably would have picked the Warriors too. Although he probably liked Rocco, Clay's dog. So
I think even though the Giants frustrate us so much with how they're being handled, we talk about it every night. There's a deep affection for the Giants because, quite frankly, they play 162 games. I always heard the analogy that the Giants are your wife or your husband, and the Niners and the Warriors are kind of a mistress, side piece. Because baseball is just consistent every day from the start of spring training in February till the World Series in November. It's a long run every single game, and the best sports movies are in general are baseball movies.
Baseball movies, yeah.
Just watched a couple this week. Watched another one last night. Baseball is what was that thing in Saturday Night Live? What was that guy that what was his name? Oh gosh, it was funny. It was way back must have been late 70s, 80s when Belushi and all those guys,
Dan Aykroyd
and Chevy Chase were on there. It was Garrett something. Can't remember. He'd be the news. He was like on the news, and baseball been very good to me. He spoke with a accent like he was from the Dominican or something. But it was funny. It was funny, But baseball's been kind of. Like I say, it's tough because I loved all three. I played all three in high school.
You know what made that answer tough for you, Dan, is like the question is about the three teams. And you're not necessarily choosing the Giants over the Warriors. You're choosing the game of baseball over the game of basketball. If
that's
you really want to
basically
analyze
what I'm doing. And I love basketball, but, there'll be a time when the Warriors stink in the near future. Maybe not near future, but within probably this current decade, they may falter.
Yeah.
And the Giants, hopefully will be on the way up. And so you have to think, if you're just choosing the team, like what you want to watch now, I could probably watch baseball when the Giants are not so good more than when the Warriors are not so good. I'll probably enjoy watching the game of baseball because, especially here in Arizona, it's hotter than hell. And what are you doing inside your house? What are you going to do? I want to sit and watch a ball game, So
you got to also ask yourself, like, what kind of different emotions did you have when each won a championship? Like, they're all elation, they're all joy, they're all happiness, but they all kind of hit different. Well, the Niners won their first Super Bowl. I was 14 years old, freshman in high school. Maybe there's something to that. Like the Giants didn't win their first championship in San Francisco until
you were 73.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah. He didn't even hear you.
I mean, maybe them making me wait so damn long, or all of us wait so
Yeah.
damn long, made it
That one
even
was special.
more. I mean, I was emotional, man. I was more emotional when the Giants won than when the 49ers won. But then I was a grown man. I was a 14-year-old kid when the Niners.
You know what's so disappointing though right now in this specific time, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. And this kind of segues into what we're going to talk about as far as the ownership between the Dodgers and the Giants. The Giants have a setup that isn't conducive to wanting to put out some baseball product, right? It seems like it is all about the real estate, nothing but the real estate and nothing about the baseball. And until that changes, we're going to be in this for the long haul, because God knows when, any of these people will sell their stake in the team, where a baseball person could come in and actually have a say in in the direction of this team.
And I think that's why the Giants are leading. It's neck and neck with the Warriors.
Giants.
If the Giants were playing better ball, if there was a plan, if they had better leadership, I think the Warriors would be leading that.
Correct.
Poll.
I think so. You're right.
But because so many people are so frustrated with the Giants and their direction, they're saying, "Okay, you can go." Then they'll get. I told Dan. Then they'll get good like 5 years.
Dan, you're muted.
Oh,
I don't know
can
if
you
you're
come back? No,
that's right. You're right, Los. It shouldn't even be close. If the Giants were being run properly, I think it would probably be something like. I think it would be like 15% Niners, 25% Giants, and 60% Warriors. 60 or something close to that.
God, the Warriors are bringing us so much. Just Steph Curry is such a superstar joy to watch, and all the joy the Warriors have given us most recently. They're their organization that has won titles most recently, and to dismiss them, that's hard.
Warriors
no easy choice. Like I said,
they're getting killed right now against the Kings. The Heat starting the fourth quarter. They're down.
The Giants' last World Series in 2014, was McGowan still part of that?
I was looking that up. I believe he was still there. Let me. I'm
interested to see when it switched from the principal of McGowan and whoever was associated with him into this ownership group. When was that time frame? And maybe we could kind of piece together of why the Giants ain't doing so well. And I think you said this a few times, Dan, that they're cashing in on all the World Series.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is the people who are cashing in had nothing to do with the World Series runs. They're just cashing in on the victories.
The amount of so I'm reading here. Okay, so let me pull this up. We'll look at this together. And
hepatitis, see you later. You get what you pay for.
Can you guys see that?
Yep.
2008, Peter McGowan was an American business. He was the managing general partner of the Giants. From 93 to 08, he was chief executive officer of Safeway. Yeah.
Okay.
So 08, and then, but he had set everything in place.
Correct. Everything was in place. Right.
I mean,
so he left in 2008. Okay. Then who took over at that point in time? Is that when it became the ownership group?
It was an ownership group already, but it wasn't as large.
It's large. Okay.
I think, yeah, because this was
okay. So now people are saying Newcomb. Okay.
And Newcomb, I know
Newcomb
that
was the successor. Okay. And he was the one that was pushed out, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
So they brought in guys that aren't as much into baseball.
Correct.
Yeah. So, let me just pull this up.
So Newcomb was the owner in 2012 when they won it. Okay. What about 2014?
I don't know.
So I'm guessing 2010 and 2012, the principal owner would have been Newcomb then. for the
I think
2010,
so.
2012.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's it's like there's so many. You know what? We'll pull up that. Let me. I have this. Let me send it to my email so
Oh,
that
you're
we
bringing
can.
up that what Senior said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he's okay, cool. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
pull that up, but I need
It's
to.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous how many people are involved in his organization, and you
Um,
wonder why it's a damn mess.
Too many chefs.
Exactly. Exactly.
Too many chefs.
I just gotta. I can't pull up on my phone, so give me one sec here.
I will never forget the look on Peter McGowan's face in Game 6 of that World Series when the Giants smoked that 5-0 lead.
Oh.
It was heartbreaking because he was not just the owner; he was a fan.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
All our pain watching that lead disappear. You just saw it on his face. I was like, oh.
God, and you see all these owners. What do you see him dressed? You see Cohen always in a Mets hat. You see Middleton always with a Phillies jacket or a hat. The Dodgers owner, it's got Dodger gear on. And what does Greg Johnson have? A suit with no baseball memorabilia on him in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
I did a Google search, to find, and couldn't find anything with him wearing something Giants.
Okay, so here we go. So we're going to get into this topic here between the Giants and Dodgers. Dodgers are being run by pretty much one guy, and Eric, his name escapes me all of a sudden. Mark Walter, thank you. Yeah, he's on the thumbnail there. Mark Walter is a guy who is dedicated to winning, and he's got an ownership group, the
Guggenheim,
who I actually, in the world that I work in, financial planning, Guggenheim is one of the companies that I sell for. And I was given 4 unbelievable seats when I was working down in Southern California back in 2015 or 16. I think it was 16. Yeah.
The
and
true
I
colors.
Had 4 tickets for color. You give me colors. So get me off here. I had 4 tickets that were right behind the plate, and I had the full spread underneath just walked underneath the kind of behind the first level, and it was all you can eat. You had food service. Everything was already paid for. It was like, dang, man, I wish I had known that before I was going. I had just brought a Dodger dog before I got into the stinking building, and I had all this food at my disposal. Got to walk through, all their stuff, all their history, their awards, and all that stuff. As a baseball fan, it was pretty cool. But this Dodger team is totally focused on winning. And let's just take a look here at this Giants here. Chairman Greg Johnson.
Got it.
On our thumbnail. Rob Dean, vice chairman. What was McGowan's title we looked at earlier? Chairman of the board, right?
Chairman, I think, right?
Okay, so it's now Greg Johnson. So Greg Johnson is Peter McGowan.
But he owns only, 30-something%, right?
I have no idea how much
I don't know either,
of the owner's daddy owns. So look at the principal partners here.
Look at that.
There is Larry Bear is one of the partners. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 31 on that list. There's Buster Posey right there in the third column. Look at these names. It's too bad they don't have a link that we could just, you know what?
The only one that has a link is Larry Bear.
Larry Bear. Let's see what happens.
He owns 26%. Okay, thanks, Senior.
Who owns? Johnson?
Yeah, that's what Senior's saying, yeah.
Wonder how much Larry Bear owns. Whatever it was not enough to keep him where he was.
Oh, just right click and search. There you go. If you go on right click on their name and search.
But there's no link to click on.
No, I think you highlight it and right click and then you hit search maybe.
Hold on. Let me go back. I want to check out some of these people. Right click. Hold on here. Let me get there's my mouse. I'm just curious what these people do. There's nothing to click on.
Can you highlight it and then right click?
Hold on.
You got to highlight the whole name though.
Oh, let me see. I think I can.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too, YouTube. I don't know who Arctos Sports Partners is. That seems a little weird.
Okay, Anil, right click.
Right click, maybe? Does it show a shirt?
No, it
just disappears.
Just disappears. Let me try it again.
Let me try.
Nope, just disappears. You can Google them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. You want to get the first one? I'll get the second one.
A lot of people to Google.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
BHUSRI.
I'll look up Alex Byer.
BHU.
Hey, they got a guy named Drysdale that's one of the principal partners. There's the spy right there. George Drysdale, grandson of Don.
Say what?
You see him?
Yeah, I see that. George Drysdale.
Yeah, that's Don's grandson. There's the problem. We discovered the leak.
There it is.
Is it really his grandson?
No, I'm guessing.
I was about to say, man.
Eric falls for everything.
I didn't say that. That was Los.
Yeah, you fell for. Yeah, really. Yeah, the 20. Hey, Shohei's coming to the Angels. Back to the Angels.
I don't even understand who the hell this
Hey,
guy
that
is.
would be funny if there was relations.
Attorney at law, buyer. No, that's not the same one.
Somebody in the chat look up George Drysdale.
I don't know who the hell this guy is.
If he has relations to Don, we have a problem, Houston.
Hey, what happened to my? Hold on.
There I found another Dodger connection. John Scully, second cousin of Vin. I mean, hey.
I have no idea who the hell this guy is.
We're just going through it.
Hold on.
George Drysdale,
I ain't finding nothing.
John Scully.
I'm trying to memorize these guys' spelling going back and forth. I'm going to take a photo of this and then I'll look them up. That way I don't have to.
Who the hell is William Chang?
All right. You know what? Somehow I lost. I can't even
Known to be shy, Chang is a frequent collaborator and amateur Wong Kar-wai as art director, costume designer, and editor. A Hong Kong production designer? That can't be the same guy. Is it?
Who knows?
Maybe it is. Hong Kong production designer.
What you got to do is just put in their name and then put SF Giants behind it.
John Scully was Steve Jobs' original successor as CEOs in 80. Man, there's
a lot of William Changs here.
Deep-pocketed people on this list, which makes what's happening even more frustrating.
Oh, check this dude out.
There's a lot of William Changs. I don't even know where to go.
The first guy on here, Anil Bushy. He's the chief executive officer of Workday. He's a partner at Greylock Partners and was a member of Intel's board of directors. He's worth $3.2 billion.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to. Let's see.
Yeah, probably it might be. Look at these first couple.
This is him. This is him, but I'm just trying to see where he's located. I mean, do any of these guys even have interest in baseball?
Doing baseball? Exactly.
Are they just like, hey, look, they're all advisory venture capital. Okay, so he's into all. It's just like, okay, so that's the first guy.
George Drysdale, CEO of Marsman Drysdale Group, a diversified Philippine-based holding and management company.
Philippine. How much is he worth?
Oh, let's see.
Oh, who are you looking up? Buyer?
No. Drysdale.
Did you look up the buyers? There's two of them.
I tried to look them up, but I can't find it. Interest in the agribusiness, tourism, and medical products. I don't see anything about baseball. The group's current operating interests primarily include tropical fruit, banana and mango for export through Asia and the Middle East, medical equipment distribution, and corporate travel and tour services.
Oh, this Alex Buyer, there was an Alan Buyer that passed away at 91. So maybe Alex and Philip are his kids. I bet you that's what it is. They just inherited. Because
if we keep going through everybody on this list, I'm telling you, this is going to add validity. What we have been saying for months, that this is a total business group. I would guess that maybe one or two have any. Posey's obviously one.
That's it.
Other than him,
I don't think anyone else.
One, maybe two at the most have any kind of baseball background at all.
Mr. Drysdale,
business people that saw an opportunity to be a part of a professional organization, a professional baseball team that has a baseball stadium that is a money maker, that is free and clear. It is a cha-ching. They're all business people, and they saw an opportunity to make money. This is more evidence. I'm sorry.
It says prior to joining Marsman Drydale Group in 91, he was a venture capitalist. First as general partner for Hambrecht and Quist Venture Partners of San Francisco, then as managing general partner for Westar Capital, a management buyout firm. Mr. Drysdale practiced corporate securities and tax laws for Davis Polk and Wardell, a Wall Street law firm. So he's a venture capitalist.
Here's Phil Halpern. The title of this is "Who the Heck is Giants owner Phil Halpern?"
Just
Halpern.
Oh my gosh!
You know, the only thing I'll push back on my last comment. Now I'm remembering what Ned Colletti said, and I fully respect Ned Colletti's point of view and find him very credible. Is he said he knows a lot of these owners and that they're committed to winning. He said that
he knows some of them, not a lot of. He knows some.
Oh, he knows some of them. Okay.
He was on last week, and
so I mean, if Ned's saying that, then I believe that. But
it looks like somebody did a series on this on the baseball owners of the Giants, a written series. It's part 2 in the series, and it's "Who the Heck is Giants owner Phil Halpern?" It would be nice if the Giants weren't bad. Okay, it's got the whole list of owners on here. Some of them have changed. Wait a minute. Let me look at this list. I'm looking at this list. There's a guy by the name of Sokolov that was on here. He's no longer on here.
Robert
Walentes is no longer on here. Oh, yeah, he is. Jed Walentes. He's there. Is David Schnell on there? Yep. Okay. So some of these guys, but this is how exciting. This time we're going to look at Philip, known as Phil Halpern, who was, unlike Seligman, not part of Peter McGowan's original Giants ownership group, but came along in 2002 or thereabouts. Guy from Harvard, Stanford. I mean, these guys are going to be all big wig moneymakers, you know. Private Placement Department of Montgomery Securities. Yeah, they're all into financial planning. Why didn't I get one of these jobs, ownership groups?
Secure Money needs to be one of these.
Yeah, exactly. Dang.
Hey, we'd have a suite to go to, Dan.
There we go. Okay, so he's there wearing his Giants shirt in the parade. But baseball is a passion. Baseball and philanthropy aren't Halpern's only passions. I would think if McGowan brought him in, there are probably some baseball guys. So yeah, there's a so there's a whole thing. Look at this, and then we'll let me pull this up here. I'll show you. There's a series out there that somebody was doing. And can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Who the heck is Jed Walantis? Who the heck is Giants owner Scott? Who, so this was somebody that did this series, Doug, launched
Who the hell's
4
Doug?
years ago. Huh?
Where are you, Doug?
Doug is Doug or Doug, 20 end of 2020. So 3 years ago, did this series on the Giants owners. So anyway, bottom line is the difference of these two organizations is vast. Giants are run by a big board where there's not a one person
Who calls the shots?
There's a vote, and the vote is how much money they're going to allot and spend, and are they going to go over the luxury tax? Are they going to stay under? All those things are controlled by these, people on the board. And my understanding is there's about 7 or 8 of them that actually have are voting members.
Right.
I believe Buster Posey is now one of those. I don't know who the voting members are on that. I could look that up.
Man,
I looked up Jeffrey Mallett. They say he's one of them.
you say Posey does not have a voting?
He does.
He does.
I obviously Posey is going to have a lot of money coming into his pocket, so I'm not going to feel sorry for him from that point of view. But I do feel sympathy for him on these meetings between the people that do have votes, and he's arguing from a baseball point of view. And I'm just kind of speculating the pushback he's getting from these other people that don't. I don't know. Just it seems like the deck is stacked against him.
Doesn't it? Remember when we said, hey, maybe things are changing because we got all excited. Hey, Buster's coming on board. It looks like he's moving back to the Bay Area. Why would he move back to the Bay Area? And then it's just.
It needs to be more than him, though.
Yeah.
One thing that really irritates me is this headline right here. You see that 2020 election? You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Who are 2 of the big Giants owners that gave big to Trump? One is Charles Johnson, and the other was McGowan's wife.
Backlash because of
what I want to get into is I don't care what someone's
political leanings are. Yeah,
leanings are. Are there articles out there of all the who gives to Obama or Clinton? Doesn't matter. You know what? And people get hung up on that because they don't like a political party. It's what they do with the ball club, not what they do in their. They have every right to give to the Democrats Party or the Republican Party or to the Green Party or to the Blue Party or the Orange Party or whatever you want to give to. It's their stinking money.
It's only made a big deal because San Francisco is such.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You know what? If they're half of them want to, or 90% of them want to give to the whatever causes, if it's liberal or conservative, who gives a rat's ass?
That's their money.
I mean, it's
yep.
As long as they're putting it into they're it's a big deal if they're supporting stuff that's nuts, crazy.
If they're sending money to the Middle East and
exactly, or Russia,
kind of terrorist group,
China or whatever, or they're supporting the KKK or whatever. That stuff you got to say, hey, you know what, you don't belong in.
So what do we always say, guys? Like we always say, like it starts at the top. So the main focus of this show has always been to talk about what's going on the field, and you can make change a manager here and change a few players here, but as long as this organization has what it has at the top, it's going to be hard to win, real hard to win.
It is, and as long as they continue this whole approach to, why would you come out and say, we'd like to break even?
Why?
That's our goal. I mean, why not? Hey, we want to win, and we're going to do what it takes to win, and,
Yes.
and do what you want with your business. You know, if you go over, but to come out and say that you want to break even is just that reveals more of where your mindset is.
I don't know any successful businessman that goes into an investment and says, I hope I break even. You know what I mean? Like everybody that gets into a business venture looks to make money and make a profit, right? So even that sounds wrong. Like, you know, if you're going to the casino, if you're going to the casino and you're gambling, you're like, damn, I hope I break even. You know, that's one thing. But if you're investing millions of dollars and you're trying to actually make a profit, you're a successful businessman. Who says, businesswoman, whatever, who says, well, I just hope we break even?
It's crazy. And here's another thing. The guy is responsible for like over $1 trillion. There's no way he misspoke.
That's a lame comment, both on a baseball point of view and a business point of view. It would never work for secure money. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
Hey, Dan, I'm going to give you $200,000. I hope I just break even. Come on, man.
You go to the bank, right?
Yeah, I mean, come on. Those guys are
unbelievable.
Well, the Warriors got their, you know what, handed to them tonight.
Well, that's going to add more votes for them to leave.
Exactly. Recency bias. Absolutely. Yep.
The Warriors were in second place, and all of a sudden they started losing, and all the votes started going their way as the score got more and more lopsided. It's crazy, guys. I mean, just it is absolutely.
So this tells you it's defunct at the baseball operations level. It's defunct at the ownership level.
Yep.
And until all that is cleaned out.
Eric L says everyone on that list is a nerd to him except Buster.
Probably. Well, Farhan is a nerd. Pete Patilio didn't exactly strike me as some ex-athlete and jock.
MF says, is Susan Slusser a legit source for Giants news? It seems that she worships Farhan. I don't know if she's a legit. Her and Heyman are really tight. And she gets a lot of news from Heyman, and Heyman is getting a lot of news from Boris. Boris feeds Heyman, and
Heyman feeds Slusser.
I don't think Slusser really has any insight at all to what's really happening. I think it's speculation based on what she's hearing. You know, that I don't see how. I mean, I haven't seen her really be that accurate when it comes to who's signing what. I mean, if back then,
I remember him.
Yeah, it's possible that, I mean, I heard her talking about Mania and has, you know, his love for the Bay Area supposedly, and working with Melvin before. And, you know, the question is he's got to ask if he's going to re-sign here. Am I going to be a starting pitcher, or is it going to be up for grabs? Because I'm not, you know, he did that crap last year and ended up not, you know, starting a little and then not starting and then starting and then not, you know, it was just crazy. He wants to be a starting pitcher for sure.
And I saw there's, I guess, supposedly the first time I heard about this, the Giants may be in on Montgomery, maybe.
Who knows?
Exactly. But you know what? Again, it's coming from Heyman. And if Boris is feeding him, that's Boris's guy. So, I mean, whatever. I'll believe it when I see it.
Hey, Boris didn't represent Yamamoto, did he?
No, but he did represent Jung-Hoo Lee.
Correct.
And Yamamoto loved the city. Damn it.
He loved the city. Just didn't care for the team.
Imagine that.
Hey, the city's got a lot of selling. I mean, it's got its downfalls, but every city does. I mean,
it's the state of the team. Let's stop blaming everything else right now. It's the team 100% right now.
I mean, you just go on Twitter and you could see crazy stuff happening in all these cities.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean, cold-blooded murder. I mean, you don't get that like you do in, I mean, New York City, people, I see it all the time. They just walk up to people in a car and shoot them. You don't see that often in San Francisco. San Francisco doesn't have.
All the big cities have their issues, but right now,
have as much violent crime.
The biggest issue is the state of the team, and the only person who we can blame, well, two, is Farhan and ownership. Those are the people who are responsible for putting this team together. That's the number one issue right now. You get rid of that, and then, okay, now you can bring in maybe the weather, that type of stuff.
And the problem is you can't get rid of ownership is probably the biggest problem because they're the ones that have hired Farhan and rehired Farhan and endorsed Farhan and given their blessing, so to speak, to Farhan. Mm-hmm. They are enabling him to do what he does. And, you know, I mean, if I'm running the show as the owner and I got a guy that's below me and he's screwing up my team and he screwed up on hiring Gabe Kapler, and he comes to me and says, I want to fire Gabe because he needs to go. And I don't think it really probably happened that way. It probably came down from ownership to Farhan because Farhan acted like he was scared.
Oh, he looked like he was scared shitless. He
looked like a scared little puppy, man, with his tail between his legs.
Yep.
Talking about having to fire Gabe. So I think it probably
ironic that they hired Gabe in the first place because Greg Johnson's about as bright as it gets. And
exactly. That's the whole point. But Larry Baer, I think, was in charge then.
Yeah.
Larry Baer was still in charge until what was the date he kind of pull that up that interaction he had that with his wife?
Oh, that was a while back.
That was 19, wasn't it?
I want to say it was 19 or 18.
It was 18 or 19, but I think it was because Larry Baer was in on the Bryce Harper pursuit. He went to Las Vegas with Farhan in 2018. Larry Baer was.
Yeah, spring of 2019. Yeah.
Okay. So Larry Baer was leading the push. He brought in Farhan. That was all his hiring. He was the one that did all the interviewing, the searching. It was Larry Baer. And then they went strong after Bryce Harper. And then Larry Baer had that incident right in the beginning of the season, Farhan's first season.
Mm-hmm.
And it set them back, and then they said, okay, Greg Johnson now will be the spokesperson.
Right.
I
thought it was Dean. Wasn't it Dean initially? I think Dean took over daily operations.
Yeah, yes. It might have been Dean, yeah. But they were the guys that were doing, and Larry Baer was always the guy that, wrote the end of the year letter and to the season ticket holders and sent us this and that. And whoa. Oh, Warriors trying to make a valiant comeback, but impossible. Nope. Just lay it down. They're down by 14 with 12 seconds to go. They're still trying though. Those young guys don't give up.
Real quick to go back to talking about how, okay, you remember, and the Giants think that this is a win. Have you noticed on NBC Sports Bay Area? Oh, Yamamoto loved the city.
No, geez.
So you see what I'm saying? They're trying to make it the narrative was, see, it's not the city, but it makes them look even more stupid because it's not about the city.
It's not about the city. It's about them.
It's about the damn team.
Be right back.
All right. It's stupid, and it pisses me. People are falling for that. Oh, look. Oh, my God. Our city really is good. A free agent wants to come to San Francisco. Oh, my God. That is great. That's the best news we've heard. We didn't get him, but he loved the city. Oh, I love it. Hey, dumbasses, it's because he didn't like the team.
Couldn't stand
the
team.
The city. God, that shit just pisses me off. They try to switch that narrative. They try to switch it.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to be the ace of this staff. let me look at my lineup. I go, shit, I'm going to have to basically shut out the other team or give up one run to win games.
Right.
Oh, or I can go to the Dodgers and I can have Betts and I can have Freeman and I can have Ohtani. I can give up 4 runs every game and win 25 games.
Yeah,
I mean, players, don't get it wrong. Players want their money, but they also want the back of their, baseball card when they're done and their career is over to show good numbers.
Yeah,
they have that pride. So
there's that pride. Absolutely.
They want good stats. They want wins. They want ERA. They want, batting average,
Jim.
home runs, RBIs, all that.
Exactly. He loves the city, which seems to be the most important thing in the media right now. But you suck. Exactly. God, and people fall for it. And people fall for it. They make it seem like it's something special. And it's nothing special. Golly, man.
Basically, it's just a multiple choice. When you talk to these free agents, when you go to Harper and then you go to Judge, it's like, why didn't you want to go to the Giants? It's not one answer. It's about 6 to 7 different answers.
It is.
But bottom line is, it's a no. Nobody cares. When you ask a chick to dance and she says no, who cares what the reason is? Like, she said no. Well, free agents keep saying no to the Giants for all these reasons we have mentioned. And I don't see it getting any better until the culture changes.
Absolutely. And on top of that, having some media that just look, I'm not asking the media to go out there and make enemies and just blow everything out. I'm not asking that. Just ask some tough questions and follow up when you do ask the question, rather just take, challenge them a little bit. Let's see what they actually are thinking instead of these canned, it makes me even wonder, hey, okay, Susan's going to ask this question. Alex, I know, is going to ask this question. And they're basically prepared. That's what it seems like. Come on, man. Yeah, exactly. Harper said the same damn thing. Remember the whole thing? Oh my God. He's sharing pictures of San Francisco on his Instagram. Oh my God. He's coming to San Francisco, everybody. Come on. Aaron Judge was a Giants fan his whole life. He's got to come here. Come on.
Again, it's frustrating because, other professional athletes come to other organizations in California where
they do.
The taxes are crappy for them.
Right.
But they still go. They still go to the Warriors.
Exactly.
They still go to the Lakers. They still go to the Niners. They still go to the Rams.
So it's something else.
It's the culture and we don't have any chance to win. That is scaring people away. Who did the Giants sign as a free agent after they won 107 games? And who was their big free agent signing? Was it Jock Peterson for $6 million?
Probably Jock and Rodon. Because in 22 they signed both. But you saw the deals though. It was a 2-year with an opt-out of year 1.
That's crazy. They won 107.
And it was a 1-year deal for Jock.
They added 2 pretty good players because Jock, before he got fat and lost his motivation last year, he had a pretty good 22-year. Rodon was a stud, and you add them to 107 win. That just shows you, like, God, everybody had a career year in one of them.
And then last year it was the damn year of the freaking 7 starters. They signed, I don't know how many Mania and Stripling and who else did they have? There was wasn't there another starting pitcher in there somewhere? Can't remember.
Man, they could have had Rodon, Gosman, and Webb.
I know.
That'll attract free agents to come here.
You guys like that Dave's Killer Bread? You ever had that?
No, I never have it. I always see it at the store, but never had it.
Good bread. Hey, what are you guys staying on? What do you guys been talking about here?
Just talking. Just to how I was getting into the news reports, how the media is just fanning over Yamamoto, that he actually said that the city was beautiful. It was great. But totally ignore the fact that the reason why he didn't sign here is because of the team. They never explain that. They'll explain, it wasn't about the money and he loved the city. But they make it seem like that's a win for the Giants.
What's interesting is he said he was always probably going to sign with the Dodgers. And it makes it wonder why did it, it just shows that they were just jacking the price up.
Exactly. They were playing the Yankees, the Mets, the Giants, whoever, Phillies, because remember they had Phillies.
12 years for a pitcher is so ridiculous. My God, but
I know.
Just sets a bad precedence. Now they all are kind of going to expect it.
Toast, this is toast, man. And seniors think sandwich rifle. It's got spiced apple, cinnamon, jelly, or whatever. Oh, it's so good.
Well, I mean, the topic of the show is why are the Dodgers? What is the difference between the Dodgers?
Yeah, what is it?
So if we go right down the list, scouting department is where it starts. Well, it doesn't where it starts. The top of the organization. We've already kind of gone through that, but we've said repeatedly on this show that the Dodgers scouting department is one of the best in baseball, top 5. They hit on a good percentage of their players. The Giants don't. Advantage, Dodgers. Ownership, advantage, Dodgers. More money, advantage, Dodgers. The only thing the Giants have in their favors, they have a nicer, brand new stadium that's free and clear. That's not enough.
I think Dodger Stadium's got to be free and clear. That thing's 60 years old.
It better be. Unless
it's got to be over. It's 60 plus years old, right? Yeah. Unless they've mortgaged it, refinanced it.
I would have liked to have been that loan officer, Dan.
Oh yeah. Hey, we'd like to refinance this piece of property for.
Oh, I can help you with that. $250 million at 1.5 points.
Probably more than that. That acreage. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's some comments in there. Dave's Killer Bread is awesome. It is done by ex-inmates, all ex-inmates. You go to like one store, like a Walmart or Sprouts, it's like $6-7 a loaf. You get 2 of the same loaves for the same price, basically, at Costco.
Yep.
Stick one in the freezer.
I like what Gilbert's saying here. He goes, what came off bad was Posey. Both Boris and Wolf basically took Posey to school. Feel bad for Buster, but he will be fine. Don't have an issue with what he said. Okay, I'm gonna go. Buster's got to learn the job. If he's gonna be a bigger part in this, But the problem is, who's he learning under? Who is he learning under? He's learning under Farhan. I mean,
it did come off bad in the sense that you're in the middle of free agency.
Yeah,
and you probably don't want to make that known, but it also, some people think it was great because it finally got the big elephant in the room that seemed to be an issue with the city, out there. I don't know. Scott Boras came out and said it's not a problem at all.
Right.
Why does he say that? Because he's got clients and he knows Farhan's like on the hook. He
knows
Farhan is one of those guys that's going to bite the bait of his clients.
And he uses them for leverage. So why would you throw him away? He's made him millions of dollars.
Yeah. Hey, Farhan is my number one fan. Yeah. I'll throw him a bone every now and then. I'll give him a little bit of I'll give him a Correa and a Conforto, and he had to take the Correa deal. No one else was offering anything close.
Nope.
And the Dodgers traded for a superstar like Mookie Betts. They gave up a lot of. When you're able to draft a lot of prospects, then that means you can trade a lot of prospects for proven talent. Since the Giants miss so often, they don't have a lot of prospects to offer for a superstar like that. I've been clamoring for Luis Robert in center field, maybe right field now that Lee's there, from the White Sox. But what can the Giants offer? So it makes it easier for the Dodgers GM to trade. He's got more resources to trade.
I like what Jim's saying.
Yep. Dodgers want to win every year and spend the money. Giants have their rings. They please the fans. Now they want to make money.
That's exactly what it seems like.
Dodgers are chasing. Don't let this fool you at all. the Dodgers are very upset that the fact they've been in the playoffs 11 times and they got a cracker box World Series ring out of it. They see the Giants have had 3 World Series, and that eats them alive. And that's why they are doing everything this year and for the next couple years. But what they want to do is they want to put that 3 and 5 years chant down.
Yeah,
they want to
put it to rest.
They want to put it to rest by winning 3 in a row. They want to.
Great point.
They want to say, you know what? You won 3 of 5, and that's all you got. We got 3 in a row plus 11 straight championships. How about 14 out of 14 playoffs and won 3 of the last World Series and have been in 5 in those 14 years, or 6? And they can say 4 World Series titles. They want to put that to rest, and they're tired of hearing, San Francisco. I'm telling you, you get into that level of money, you get some competitive guys. And that's why you got to hire a shark. You got to hire somebody who's competitive. And Farhan's not. You can see it. He's not. He just chuckle every time he gets questioned. Good question. It's nauseating. I'm telling you, it's so sickening to have. I mean, it's like having Colonel Klink as your leader of an army. I mean, all right, here we go. Gosh.
That comment you just said made me feel just a little bit better about the Giants, because it's so on point and it makes sense. And Jim said it as well. The Dodgers got to be killing themselves to know, like, 8 or 9 times out of 11 that they've gone to the playoffs, they've been either the favorite or co-favorite to win the World Series.
Oh, they've gone 11. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I said this the other night.
You saying it?
And the Giants, every year they got into the playoffs, they were not the favorite.
Right.
They were maybe in the bottom third to win in 10, 12, maybe in 14 they might have been in the middle or up there. And they pulled it off. And that eats them alive because they're doing everything the right way.
Yep.
And the Giants still won it because the Giants drafted well in that little 3 or 4 year run.
They absolutely did.
They hit on a lot of picks. And then they supplemented their team with the Cody Rosses and the Pat Burrells, and they just
Aubrey Huffs and Angel Pagan and Marco Scudero.
Their core was their farm system draft picks, and that kills the Dodgers.
Absolutely. You want to open up the phone lines, Dan?
We're going to do that in a minute. I want to pull up the top 100 here.
Top 100. Oh, you want me to do a poll real quick on that and see what? Never mind. Just go with it.
All right, so we're gonna do this as a let's see if I can get this. Come on, we're
rubbing off on you, Los. You're starting to say, "I'm telling you."
Did I say that?
You did.
Oh no. And I did say, "Come on, man," earlier. Jeez.
I love it. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Exactly. Oh, man. It's good stuff.
All right. This isn't, for some reason, this is not pulling up the way I want it to. So I know what I'll do. I'm going to forward this over to my other email. Forward. Then I can.
Hey, what's up, Moses? Yeah, I've seen you in here before. He's a Giants fan living in Houston. I've heard Bregman might be on the trade market since he's going into the final year of his contract. Okay. Would you guys make a trade for? But the problem is you got Casey Schmidt. Unless you move him to shortstop. Would you trade for Alex Bregman? He puts up a
not unless he re-signed.
Who's this damn? Okay, someone do some homework. Who's his agent?
I'm not, unless it's, it's probably Boris.
It's probably Boris, but can someone look that up? Alex Bregman's agent. But you know what? I would not, like you said, though, you would have to come in with an extension.
I like Bregman a lot. Only problem is if Bregman comes and is at third and Casey goes to short and Estrada's at second and then you sign Hoskins, it's a very right-handed hitting infield.
Good point. Yeah. It is Boris. So yeah, forget about it. Ain't happening. He has his guys go to free agency. And supposedly there was something out there that said Burns he's gonna hit free agency.
How cool must it be to be Scott Boras?
I know, dude.
To have like 60 to 70% of players like on your payroll. Oh my God, man.
Yeah, nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should have got into that years ago, Dan.
And that's what sucks.
Exactly.
When they're in that last year of their contract, you're playing with fire. Because you could give away a bunch and then he doesn't wind up signing. I mean, Scott Boras, he's doing what's best for his players. I mean, you can't blame the guy, right?
Can you guys see that?
Yeah, it's kind of
Jackson Holiday.
Yeah. There, yeah.
All right. So we're going to count how many Giants, Dodgers, Padres, Diamondbacks, and Rockies. See how Farhan's comparing just within his own division.
Okay.
Okay, this is
do I need to mark this down
Baseball
so I know where we're at?
America's new list. So it's not MLB, it's Baseball America. Thank you, Don, if you're out there listening. We'll have call-ins shortly.
In Arizona.
All right, here we go. Jackson Holiday 1. Jackson Churio.
He just signed an extension.
Sounds like the Giants need
These are the top 100 prospects?
Yes.
Yep. Draft somebody by the name of Jackson. Dylan Cruz, Paul Skeens, the number 1 draft pick last year.
Already number 4.
And he'll probably be up with the Pirates this year. Junior Caminero, Rays, third baseman. Look at that.
Padres got 1. Got it.
I'm keeping
Padres.
score.
So am I. Yeah, I'm doing the same.
Count them up. 6, the lowest score wins. It's like golf.
Yep.
You want the
Padres have 1.
James Wood,
another one.
James Wood, that guy was traded in the Tatis deal.
Yep.
There you go.
I mean Soto. I'm sorry, Juan Soto.
During the Soto trade, yeah.
Wyatt Langford, there's my guy.
Yep.
That I wanted. That I said go
AZ
get Evan
on the board.
Yep, AZ's on the board.
Go get Evan. What did I say for the Giants to do? I said go trade.
Yep.
Webb and Duvall.
For Langford.
Get Langford and Evan Carter, 8 and 10, and build your future outfield with those 2 guys in between, centered around Jung-Hoo Lee.
Now, man, I'd be so juiced with that.
That would
know what you'd have to trade away? Your entire farm system to get both of those guys.
No, I think you could do it
both.
I think you could do it with Webb, Duvall, and Bryce Eldridge.
No way.
And maybe
For one of them.
Well, at the time, the Rangers had not won the World Series yet, so they were pushing for it, and Bochy knows Webb and Duvall well.
Yeah, and you might be able to do it with like an Eldridge and a Luciano or a Matos. If you gave up 2 proven major leaguers for 2 guys that are going to probably be great, but they still haven't proven it,
I guarantee you they'll want more. Evan Carter, look at that. Goodness gracious.
He's still unproven, though, Eric.
Yeah. No, I understand. But you know how teams are with that.
Pitching is big. I mean, you're getting a top 10 pitcher signed for cheap money for 5 years.
That's true. Yep.
And
they might have done it.
We already got that Diamondbacks guy, Jordan Lawler.
All right. So look at that. Rangers got 2 of the top 10, and they just won the World Series.
Hey, real quick, guys, you guys are in Arizona. Is that Lawler coming up anytime soon?
He was up last year in the playing in the last few games. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he'll be up. All right.
Padres have another.
Padres again. That's number 2.
Look at that. 3rd guy named Jackson in the top 13. I'm telling you, you got to.
Can you go back up to the Padres' first guy? Was he a shortstop too?
It's number 6.
No, he was a catcher. Because I'm seeing a lot of shortstops.
Keep in mind, a lot of times with these top 100s is Diego Carteo is in the top 10 as a Dodger catcher. He's fallen big time. So is Luciano. Yeah. So, it's not a.
It doesn't mean much.
Yep. but it does show you where your prospects are. Okay, so Jackson Merrill, White Sox. So the Padres have 2, Diamondbacks have 1.
Yep.
We're moving along here. Max Clark, that guy can hit. He was a high school. Look at this guy.
Amador,
Outfielder.
Colorado.
Colorado's got one. Oh man, I guess I got to put them on the board now. Holy crap!
Max Clark, this guy.
Power hitter.
I believe so. Yeah, high schooler. I think he was in the top. He was one of the top picks in the draft. Go back here. Okay, the Rockies have 1. Tampa Bay, but that's their second one. Orioles, another one. Twins. Oh, Painter. I think he's the guy that had Tommy John, but
yes,
he's already.
Yep.
How about that name? Tink Hence.
Tink Hence.
Even the A's have 1 at 28.
Hey, we're on the board.
Kyle Harrison, number 30.
Put it on the board. Yes.
And put a check mark by it as Farhan.
Okay.
Okay, so we're moving along. Oh,
Padres,
Mick Abel,
another
another pitcher.
Another
Padres.
one for the Padres.
Another one. 2 more.
Two
more.
They're
Robbie
at 4.
Snelling.
We haven't even seen a Dodger yet. That's
No, not
surprising.
yet. 2 Colorados now.
Colorado.
Chase Dollander, yeah.
Dodgers.
There's a Dodger. Dalton Rushing. He surpassed Diego Cartaya. And Cartaya was at the top last year. Dodgers probably should have traded him then, and they waited. And now his value is dropping.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the same thing with a guy like Luciano.
That's another Colorado. That's 3 for Colorado.
Wow. Well, they're
3 for Colorado. What? 4 for the Padres?
4 for the Padres.
Another 1 for the A's.
2 for the A's.
The A's should have guys up there. They're always picking in the top 5.
I know. They get good draft. There's
Marco
Dominguez.
Luciano.
Marco Luciano, but not Farhan.
Not Farhan, correct. Got it.
So this is going to be all right.
What's going on?
We got to go to number
60.
Was it 60?
Yeah, we finished on 59.
Gavin Stone, Dodgers.
I don't see it.
You guys can't see that?
Nope. We just see number 59.
Oh shoot, it didn't. Let me see if I can go
share
back.
On the screen.
Let me share a new screen here.
I agree with Logan. I think Wisenhunt's going to be up there pretty soon. He's pretty filthy.
So we have 1 Farhan, 1 previous regime. Right?
Oh, come on. Stop this. Why is it not sharing?
I mean, 5 years of drafting for Farhan, and he's got 1 guy so far.
Is it sharing now?
Yep,
Yeah.
We're good. So LA's got another one. They got 2.
That's the first. Second.
No,
That's
second.
right. Yeah.
I like Gavin Stone. He's pretty funky.
Baltimore's got a bunch. Holy
Max Meyer.
Another
Bush,
one. Number 3.
LA. Seattle. Daniel Espinito. Another A's. Okay. Justin Crowder. Another Ranger. Another Yankee. Another Yankee. Diamond. Drew Jones.
2.
That is Andrew Jones' son. Yeah.
Oh, he's got the genes.
Another Diamondback.
Another Diamondback. 3.
Is you sure it's 3 or 4?
3 for the Arizona.
Okay.
Right now.
Another Athletic.
Yeah, the Yankee. Wow, the Mets are putting
A lot of Mets too. Yeah.
Yeah. Some Mariners. Padres.
Padres 5.
Jace Jung. Is that the Young's brother of the Rangers?
Maybe.
I think it is.
Might be.
Looks like him.
He
Looks
looks
similar.
like him.
Another Met.
And that's it.
Okay, so Farhan has uno.
That's
of
pathetic.
all of his prospects that he's drafted.
That's pathetic.
That is
That's
absolutely
5 drafts. 5 drafts.
19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. 5 drafts.
5 damn drafts. One in the top 100.
It's a lot of misses.
Yeah, no Wisenhunt. That's Baseball Americas. We've actually got Baseball Americas actually has their top 30 Giants that they put out. Let's see if I can.
There's so much failure. That's all we keep highlighting is failure after failure with the damn Giants right now.
Wouldn't it be nice for somebody in the media to ask him that question?
Oh,
about all these picks?
They probably don't even look at the stuff. We're the only ones talking about that as far as the Giants media is concerned.
Like I said, doesn't hold them accountable.
I'm gonna pull
It makes
up.
me wonder how many of these people who cover the Giants know even anything about the players in the minor leagues.
No,
There's some.
But I'm talking about the main guys. Say like an Alex Pavlovich.
Here's the Giants Baseball America's top 30 according to Baseball America. I'll just read them off my phone. So it's Kyle Harrison 1, Luciano, Bryce Eldridge 3, Walker Martin 4, Carson Wisenhunt, Wade Meckler 6, Vaughn Brown 7, Mason Black 8, Grant McCray 9, and rounding out the top 10, Reggie Crawford. And then Rainer Arias 11, Hayden Birdsong 12, Joe Whitman, who they drafted, lefty out of Kent State, I believe, for the Rodon pick. 13, Keaton Wynn. 14, Everson Arteaga. 15, Carson Seymour. 16, Landon Roop. 17, Diego Velasquez. 18, Maui Ahuna, the shortstop from Tennessee. 19, Eric Silva. 20, Cole Foster, the shortstop they drafted out of Auburn. 21, Elliot Ramos. 22, Jario Pomerez. 23, Cole Waits. 24, Eric Miller. 25, Adrian Sagasti, the catcher. O'Neill Perez, another catcher at 27, Ryan Murphy, Nick Sweeney, and a guy that I'm not familiar with, have not heard this guy's name. Maybe some have. William Kempner. I could actually pull up these guys if you want to look at any of their bios. We can actually look at some of their bios if that's we can always do it later, but maybe some guys on the phones. We'll open up the phones now.
You want to open them up?
Yeah, open up the phones, and
here we go.
Anybody wants to talk about any of the Giants' top 30?
I mean, we've made a pretty convincing case about why the Dodgers are
exactly
better than the Giants. There's just a lot of layers.
Yeah, it's call time. We'll open them up. Hey, and guys, we are going to start changing our times. I know we're going on at 8:30. Starting next week, we're going to change it on January 2nd. We're going to change it to 3:30 in the morning.
Nice.
No, we're going to bump it up a half hour, guys. We're going to go from 8 o'clock.
Good deal.
So that'll be 10 o'clock East. Well, I guess it'll be 11
Yeah,
Eastern.
get some of those Eastern callers. Yeah, I like it.
So we're gonna bump it up at 8:00. Don should be a little happier. Maybe Matthew, save him a little bit.
Our buddy in
a half hour.
Atlanta maybe will give us a call.
Yeah,
Dan loves to be happier.
So we'll go at 8:00. We should have Marty Lurie on next week if though the Giants do something.
You mean so anything, or is it going to be a?
Oh, they have to sign a legitimate talent.
I think it's a legitimate talent,
like a Tom Murphy.
Oh, let me go on to my Matt Chapman rant real quick, okay, guys?
Oh, here we go.
I thought about
please
this
do. I'll be
long
right
and hard. I don't dislike Matt Chapman. Not a fit for the Giants. Not a fit at all. He's only a fit if he's kind of the final piece. If you're bringing Matt Chapman here, you are blocking Casey Schmidt. You are spending money on a 31-year-old player who's had hip surgery, we've said it a month ago. We said this is an Evan Longoria 2.0. We said he is getting older. He's going to cost $20 million minimum of a year. And if you sign him even if you sign him for 5 and 20, that's $20 million that you could be putting into a top pitcher. Okay?
Yep.
The Giants have Casey Schmidt, who can play third base. Give him a shot. He can play third base. You got J.D. Davis, who actually, if you look at J.D. Davis's numbers compared to Evan Longoria last year, they were equal. Davis was actually better in the field. If you look at the raw numbers, why would you want to bring in a guy like Matt Chapman if you have so many other holes?
There's only one reason.
Because he'll take their money and name recognition. Yep. He'd be willing to take it.
And Farhan would fall for it.
Sure he would. It's
what a sucker.
I mean,
I know, man.
Matt Chapman is a good player, but
it's not a fit for the Giants right now.
Not a fit for this team. I think he ends up in Toronto again. I would think, especially after they sign Kiermaier, they may be out on Bellinger. I'm thinking Cubs get Bellinger. Maybe, Chapman goes back to the Blue Jays. If the Blue Jays don't sign Chapman after going for Ohtani and how close they are to being a World Series contender, that would tell you a lot that they've got other prospects they don't want to block. See, the Giants don't care about blocking their prospects.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
They don't care. Farhan, what are you doing? You drafted Casey Schmidt in the second round. And you said the scouting report was he had a glove as good as Chapman. Now you got a guy who's in your farm system, who you've had up with the big leagues, who you promote as having an amazing glove. He's got a better arm than Chapman. He's got range. He made some errors out there, but you're moving him around at short, teaching him new positions at second, and he's trying to hit big league pitching for the first time, and he's trying to learn shortstop for the first time, never played it. What the heck are you doing? Seriously. I don't, where's the media on this? Why are they, not coming down, holding this guy accountable? He was brought in with the whole idea that they said our farm system's behind the times. We haven't been producing prospects, and we brought in this guy that's going to turn us around like he did with the Dodgers. He got credit for turning the Dodgers around. And what have the Dodgers done since Farhan left?
Yeah.
Gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
And what have the Giants done? Gotten worse.
Worse.
I mean, maybe technically they haven't gotten worse because they were pretty crappy in 17 and 18. Okay. But
But look what's happened since 21. Progressively gotten worse.
And if you look at this team for 24 currently,
It's going to be even worse.
It's not a 75. It's probably not even a 75 win team. It's close to a 90 loss team. I mean, here we go from Antioch.
The 925.
A 925, just like mine. So, all right, you're on NorCal Sports Phone. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Chris. I called a few weeks ago about Pepper Gomez. I sent you an email.
Hector Gomez, that's who it was.
This guy that did it, I don't think
Los. That's the wrestler, Hector Gomez.
Let me see if I got it. Let me look. To the NorCal Sports Network you sent it to?
Andre.
Yeah, your email.
Let me take a quick peek here. I'll one sec. Couple weeks ago?
It's been, I would say 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, maybe. It's been a while. It was before Christmas.
Okay, before Christmas. And it would say it was from Chris?
Yeah, Antioch.
Oh, it says from Antioch?
Yeah, Chris from Antioch.
The email. Okay, I'm looking. Chardon. I do. Let me look in my spam here. Hold on just a sec.
It had a picture in it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There. I did not. I don't see it. Let me go back to before the 15th of December. Was it before that?
Maybe a week before it.
Before.
I should have called earlier.
Yeah, I don't see it. I do not see it. I'm sorry. I went all the way back to November.
I'm going to go back to this guy and see if I can send another one. Okay.
Oh, okay. Did you have any other?
Have a good day.
All right. Hey, thanks. You too, Chris. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, no email. All right. Well, guys, so what was the final tally on that for the division? Giants had 2.
Padres had 5. LA had 3. San Francisco had 2. Arizona had 3. Colorado has 3.
So the Giants are lowest there.
Yep.
Top 100. What does that say? The state of the farm.
Yep.
Yeah. And you know what? That's where people want to trade from or get from, I should say.
Yes. The Giants farm system is still years away. All right. Give you one guess. Who's calling?
Don from Evansville.
Say it ain't so, Don.
How you guys doing?
Awesome. Good to hear from you.
Have you guys got a chance to check out all the free agents in baseball this year, like the pitchers and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, if I was the Giants, I mean, I would take a shot on a couple pitchers, and let me tell you who I think, and then you can tell me.
Sure.
I would take a shot if he's, seems healthy, and he says he is, Frankie Montas and Spencer Turnbull. And I would sign him to a contract and with a lot of incentives. And I think if them guys were healthy, they could help the Giants pitching staff.
I like the idea of Montas if his arm's healthy.
Yep.
And apparently, Turnbull last year had problems with the Tigers. He had a neck injury.
That's right.
And apparently, they was wanting to still pitch, and he told them he had that injury. Then he ended up having a foot injury, and then I guess the Tiger brass was kind of upset with him, and I guess they didn't end their terms like they did previously. And I guess he was all upset about that. But there was 2 guys that take a chance, and I haven't heard too much about Tim Anderson. What do you think about him?
Well, I mean, he won the batting title a couple years ago with the White Sox, but last year not so great. And my biggest problem with Anderson is he's kind of
Injury problem.
almost like he's got a little Draymond in him where he's constantly getting into spats with people, and I don't think the Giants at this point need that. I'd rather just, if you're going to go with Tim Anderson, I'd rather see Luciano just give it a shot.
Well, my point is, if these guys start having, a decent year, and, when these other teams at the trading deadline are desperate,
true,
maybe they'll trade some of these guys. And
well, that's what the Royals are doing right now. They're signing a bunch of tradable guys because they're smart. They got money to spend, and they're getting these guys. And I guarantee you, the Royals will trade almost everyone they signed this offseason and get prospects for them.
Right.
And Farhan is.
What do you think about Alberto Mondesi? I know he's been hurt the last couple of years, but if he's healthy, would you take a shot on him?
That's another outfielder, though, right?
Shortstop.
Oh, shortstop. Okay,
yeah.
I'm thinking of his dad, Raul.
Yeah.
I thought he played.
He's only 28 years old.
Yeah, I mean,
Giants got a lot of those kind of guys, though.
Yeah, they do.
Not necessarily in the infield, but just I'm talking about like journeyman.
Yeah.
You never know what the Dodgers
the roster's full of that.
They always sign these guys and sign them to minor league minor league contracts. Then they either bring them up or end up trading them, or they end up helping him.
Right.
I mean, if they're going, and Chapman reminds me, because I told you before I don't like him. He reminds me of Longoria.
Yep, exactly. That's what we said.
Okay, I didn't know you said that, but yeah, he reminds me. And like I said, I have never heard of anybody talking about Gio Urshela. I don't see nobody talking about him.
Yeah, I think the Giants, they need to get, they've done okay with pitching guys, signing guys to 2-year deals that are more under the radar instead of those long-term deals. I'm not a crazy fan of, giving Blake Snell 7 years. I think, if you've got Harrison and Wisenhunt and Crawford and Black and Roop, and you think a couple of those guys are going to hit, and then you got Wynn and you got Beck, and, are you going to end up, just blocking those guys? And 7 years, that's a long time for a pitcher who has command issues. I don't have a problem with 7 years for a guy like Yamamoto or I'm trying to think of anybody else. Even the Phillies signed their guy, not Wheeler. Nola.
The guy? Oh,
Nola. They signed Nola back to, what was it, 6 years did he get?
7, I thought.
Or 7?
7.
It could have been 7. I'm not sure. 6
yeah,
or 7.
I don't have as much of a problem with, because he's got good command. You get a guy that has command problems, and then his stuff all of a sudden starts to decline. What do you got?
Right.
I mean, that's a recipe for a disaster, Blake Snell. I'm telling you, because he walks guys, and when the fastball goes in a few years, and he's still walking guys, and he can't get out of the inning with his stuff. His ERA was low last year because he was able to strike out guys and get out.
He's a strikeout pitcher.
Right.
So, but what happens when that fastball declines, as it will? And
just like Alex Wood, I don't see him coming back to the Giants. Do you?
No, I could see maybe Manaea because he's played for Melvin twice in Oakland and in San Diego.
So has Frankie Montas.
So has Montas, yeah. Has played with him in Oakland.
Lazardo from Miami has played for Melvin.
Oh, Rich Hill. What is Rich Hill, like 42 now or something?
He's 44 and a half.
44.
And now, you can't count him out trying to, on something like that. So.
Yeah, I just think they need to they need to,
oh my God,
see if they can get some of those different guys. I would have been like, some of those mid-level pitchers. I think the guy they missed out on signed with Arizona.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
The guy you were talking about. Those.
Rodriguez, yeah.
Well, here's
Yeah,
another thing, real quick.
I think Imanaga would be good.
Imanaga.
Right.
Imanaga would be really
Remember
good. He
what
led the
Farhan
league in.
said?
Imanaga led the league in strikeouts, I believe, last year in Japan, more so than Yamamoto.
Well, you know that Brad Keller's still out there, and he's only 28. You could always take a shot on it. I mean, I wouldn't think you'd have to sign these guys to a lot. By the time you sign, I'd say Chapman to all that money, you could probably sign 3 or 4 of these pitchers and give them a shot. You got Brad Keller and Eric Lauer. You know, Lauer had a couple good years with Milwaukee, and he's only 29.
True.
I mean,
Lauer's not bad. They do have, these pitchers are going to cost minimum 10 to 12 million a year right now. They're all signing for that minimum, the starters.
Is that right, Los? Imanaga is 29. Well, see, there you go. You can't sign him to a long-term deal because you're going to.
Anyway, that's just a thought. So anyway, I'll let you guys go.
All right.
And,
awesome.
You guys have a good evening, and thanks for all you do. And then, by the way, Dan, I'm glad you had good news on your doctor.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Don. Thanks so much. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, real quick. Remember what Farhan said at the desk with what's his name, Amsinger and Dowd and all that? We're shopping at the high end of the rotation. We're not looking for depth, right?
Mhm.
Isn't that what Farhan said? That. So I mean, is he going to be a liar again? Because if he doesn't sign those kind of guys, that's that's depth. That's not top end of the rotation type guys.
Right. Well, he may end up being forced to it when all these other guys sign elsewhere.
And I think he said that thinking he was going to sign Yamamoto, and he.
I don't know if he thought he'd sign. If he thought he was going to sign Yamamoto, he's smoking something that maybe we ought to check him, because I told you guys on this show many times, and I put it on Twitter. There's no way they're getting Yamamoto. Zint. They're not. Don't go there. They're not getting Ohtani. Don't go there. They're not getting Bellinger. Don't even go there. I think they have a shot at Snell, and I think they have a really good shot at Chapman. And those are the guys I'm not crazy about. All right, Morgan Hill. Okay, that's a new caller. One. No, I think he's called before. I just can't remember the name.
Okay, I can't remember.
Okay, here we go. All right, I know you've called before. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Robert Boyd from.
That's right. There it is. I knew
Robert
it.
Boyd.
I said Morgan Hill. I said, okay,
that's right. That's right.
That's right.
Morgan Hill.
It's when it shows up. It's the prefix or whatever, how they do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's on your mind tonight, Robert?
I think the Giants should trade Luciano, move Casey to short. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I think, and then move Chapman to third. That would be the only way it would work.
No.
Okay.
If the Giants got Chapman, be the only way.
I just don't want
Sign
Chapman.
Reese Auctions, get rid of Lamont Wade Jr.
But who do you trade for to get? Who do you trade Luciano for?
Really doesn't like Chapman that much.
I don't like Chapman that much either. I
don't like Chapman either, but you know what? Casey could play a solid shortstop. He has the cannon.
He does, and he can. But what are you doing with Chapman when he's progressively? His numbers go down, and he's 32. Then he's 33, and you still have. I mean, we just got done with Longoria. Had that 5 years for him, and he was like, and it was only 13 million or whatever it was. Or
Chapman's another 3-star player. We have so many of them.
He might take a discount just because he's played for Melvin before.
I don't think he needs to. I think there'll be 1 or 2 teams that want him. I think you're going to hear.
The Blue Jays are definitely out by signing Fala from the former Yankees.
Who'd they sign?
Oh my God, Fala. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Kiner-Falefa.
Yeah. He's. I guess he's going to be their third baseman. Supposedly.
Interesting. There you go. If he's their third baseman, that tells you Toronto sees the same thing. They had Chapman, and he was a semi.
Hot in March and April, that turned into nothing.
I don't think the Giants need that.
You're right. Yeah, I still think we should trade Luciano. Bad back, can't have that.
It's possible. If you can sell high right now, you might want to do it. Don't sell low because you don't even know what you got. If somebody gives you an offer that is too good to refuse, and it's a solid, not a 3. I don't want a 3 back.
No, I want a number 1 or a 2.
No, I mean, if pitching, I want a 1 or 2. But if it's on a rating of 1 to 5, I want a 3.5 minimum for Luciano, an above average player. I don't want another average player because then
the Giants need to get more, younger at least and more athletic. And I want superstars. I'm sick of watching this team.
Yeah, I mean the Dodgers right now. You can trade for several 3s. You can fill in, put a 3 at shortstop, put a 3 in left field. Do you
think the Dodgers would trade Gavin Lux?
I do. I don't think they trade him to the Giants though.
Well, no.
I could see Gavin. Here's where I could see Gavin Lux. I could see Gavin Lux. And what's the name? Is it Gavin Stone or
Gavin Stone?
Gavin Stone. Yeah.
I can see Gavin Lux, Gavin Stone, and Gavin Jenkins. Just made that one up.
I know. I was like, I'm so confused on that name.
Throwing in a third Gavin, but
It's all good.
no, Gavin Lux, Gavin Stone, and let's say Diego Cartaya.
Yeah.
To the Brewers for Corbin Burns. Watch it happen.
Yeah, but do the Dodgers want to be worried about Burns leaving?
They don't care right now. They could try and sign him.
I mean, do you think that's what it would take for them to get Glasse and Shane Bieber?
Glasse and Bieber, I think it would probably.
One's a starting pitcher, one's a closer.
I don't think it takes all of that. Maybe a little less. For Burns, I think it's going to take Lux because he's from the Milwaukee area. I think Gavin Stone or someone like that, and Emmett Sheehan.
1-year deal left shouldn't take a ton.
You'd be surprised. That's true.
These owners are greedy.
It could be an Emmett Sheehan instead of a Gavin Stone, but Lux would be the centerpiece.
You want a proven major leaguer coming back.
Yeah, and they may want 2 pitchers. They may want Stone and Sheehan and Lux for a Burns, and then they might be able to get a Damas back as well in that.
I would want Miller too from the Dodgers.
I don't think they're going to get rid of Bobby Miller.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. I think
I'm being greedy as a GM.
I think he's a fixture in their rotation.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you're getting back a 4-star player.
After a second Tommy John.
What's that?
We don't know what Walker Buehler's going to be for the Dodgers either.
Right. Don't know. Probably won't know for a couple months into the season, really.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like players getting injured. Tommy John's terrible.
Yeah.
My brother's has to have Tommy John because he fell off one of those scooters and he tore his UCL by falling off.
Wow.
Jeez.
Hey, we can make it a 3-way deal. We can give up the Dodgers. How about Gavin Lux and Gavin Stone to the Brewers? No, wait. We'll take Gavin Lux.
Yeah.
Gavin Lux, Gavin Stone, and we'll throw in Gavin Newsom to Wisconsin.
Oh man!
Giants trade Gavin Newsom.
That's another topic.
Please.
I'm too Republican to talk about that, dude. I couldn't. You've already made my spirits better today than what I dealt with yesterday.
I'm really sorry to hear about that with your sister, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, man.
I hope she didn't have to suffer long. That's
She's
rough.
had it for about 8 years.
Wow.
She's had it for a while.
Wow. So she got it when she was like 20. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sucks.
Wow. Well, how are your parents still living?
Yeah, my parents are divorced, but yeah, they're still living.
That must have been hard on them. Anytime you lose a child before you have a
Yeah.
There's a saying that a child should never go before a parent.
And she left 3 kids behind too.
Oh,
so.
wow. Oh gosh. Now you're making me really feel bad. Gosh, they probably.
It's not your fault. I mean,
no, I know. I have a heart for.
Yeah.
My dad died.
I know.
My dad died when I was 6 months old, so I grew up basically without a
you can
dad
relate
until I was 5, and it took as a stepdad, it took a long time for me to connect with him.
I mean, my stepdad treated me better than my own dad, but
yeah. Well, man, hey, Robert, I really appreciate you calling in.
No problem.
And wish you well. Call back anytime we open the lines. Great to hear from you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you guys. You guys have a good night.
You too, Robert. All right, take care.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right.
Check out this chat. New to the
John
chat.
Raymond.
Welcome.
He comes in peace.
Ty Motley, Dodgers fan, come in peace. Rooting for you guys to get good, just not too good. Starting pitching is your strength. Sign Snell. Might have the best 1-2 punch in the MLB. Sign Hader too. Now you got a hell of an offseason.
Yeah, Giants actually still could make their offseason a good offseason. There's still 6 or 7 of the top 10 guys that haven't signed yet.
Mm-hmm.
But Farhan has, and Chapman's in that top 10, which I don't like. I do not want them to sign Matt Chapman. And if they did not have Casey Schmidt, I would say, fine, go ahead and sign Matt Chapman, because what's your future? It's not J.D. Davis. He's going to be a free agent after this year.
That's how poor a free agent class it is for hitting, that Chapman would be in the top 10.
Right.
If it was a normal free agent year, he would be like 30.
Right.
All right. San Jose caller 669. Calling from the 669. Who's calling? You're on the NorCal Sports Phone.
Hey, what's up? This is Vic from San Jose.
Hey, Vic.
What's up, Vic?
Vic, what's happening?
Right. I got a plan to make the Giants watchable.
Watchable. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, right now they're really not watchable.
I think that there isn't a lot of great position players in the market right now. I agree with you guys on Chapman. That Chapman would be a total waste.
Yep.
Another thing is that he's aging, right? And defense usually is one of the first things to go.
Yep.
When you age. And his bat isn't much better than J.D. Davis's, so why bother?
Right.
And on top of that, you have Casey Schmidt. So, you combine those two things, he doesn't really make a lot of sense. And then Bellinger is just huge risk. Yeah. So I think they should just go after starting pitching to try to solidify their 3-4 spots. That
was our plan. My original plan was before Yamamoto, but I didn't think they'd get him. So it was like, you're probably not going to get Yamamoto. Go get, and I'm not crazy about Snell, but if you want to be productive for the next couple years, and you're not worried about the long-term effects of being stuck with a bad contract, then go sign Snell, Montgomery, and trade for Burns, and have an unbelievable rotation of Webb, Montgomery, and Imanaga in there as well. Have 3 lefties to throw at LA. They got Ohtani and Freddie Freeman. You throw out Montgomery and Snell and Outman and Muncy. Yeah, that's what the Giants should be doing. They should be putting together a left-handed dominant staff, and you go get. You could have Imanaga, Snell, Montgomery. That's 3 guys. And if you want to make Harrison the 4th, along with Webb, 1 right-handed starter, that would be pretty wild. And if you wanted to get Burns and it took Harrison in a deal and Burns was willing to re-sign before the trade, then maybe you pull it. I'm not trading for Corbin Burns, my top prospects, for a guy that's going to be a rental. Not doing it. But I would do what you're suggesting, which is go get pitching. And I'll tell you what, you go in a 5-game series and you throw out Webb, Montgomery, Snell, or Webb, Snell, Montgomery, Imanaga. and you put that against the Dodgers, and let's say the Dodgers have Yamamoto and Bueller by that time, and Glasnow.
If he's not injured.
If he's not injured, I was you took the words right out of my mouth. You have a fighter's chance at that point because you're going pitching against pitching, and
especially in their ballpark.
In basketball, good offense beats good defense all the time. In baseball, good pitching beats good offense. So we see that all the time. What happened to Mike Trout to end the WBC? He struck out against Shohei. And you put up a top pitcher against a top hitter, I think a top pitcher wins 8 times out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants showed the blueprint, right? I mean, I feel like if they sign, even if they fail to get Sneller Montgomery and they get Imanaga and Stroman, and Harrison breaks out, or they can trade for Burns. I don't think Burns will cost that much because if he's a rental, they might not have to give up. They can give up guys that are like Wynn and Tristan Beck. Like those guys have some value because they were decent for rookies and they're pretty young. So I feel like they could look into them, or maybe Mason.
You could,
Black,
if you could do that. I would.
Wants pitching.
I might do that for a rent for a
so.
season. Matthew Brittingham makes a good point in the chat. All of Japan pitchers are used to a 6-man rotation. So if you went with 4 lefties, you could have Webb, and you could have Cobb, which would be another righty as your 6th man when he comes back. In the meantime, while Cobb's not ready to go, you can have Beck or Keaton Wynn as a 6th starter, or Ross Stripling.
Yeah, they got batting practice BP pitcher. They got DeSclafani.
Yeah, that's my nickname for DeSclafani, BP. Yeah, BP.
Yeah, I mean it's perfect too because he throws meatballs.
Oh, so. He does. He
loves meatballs.
Man, I think
it's the Italian joke there, but
I think I could go up there and probably get Wood on the ball in against DeSclafani at 62.
Yeah, I mean, DFA.
Yeah. So,
DFA.
Yeah, but so your plan would be pitching, and what would you do in the
trade for Hassan Kim too? I think it'd be another good target. They could trade Luciano and have him at shortstop. He's another Korean guy. I feel like he's his 1 year left, so he probably won't cost as much either. And he's best friends with Jung-Hoo Lee, so the chances of signing him in free agency are a lot higher.
True.
And it makes their middle infield defense really good with Hassan Kim, who I think he won the Gold Glove, and Estrada was very good. So, you add him along with good pitching. I think that.
So who you playing at third?
Third, I would let Schmidt and Davis. I would see how Schmidt does. If he stinks it up, because I mean, I love his bat, but he really struggled last year. I mean, he did well at the end of the year, last few games. So, if he struggles, then J.D. Davis can go in there and give you, just mediocre production.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like too big of a hole.
Right. Well,
awesome. Rosarino too.
Yeah, Rosarino.
He's another guy you should look after because they have Jung-Hoo Lee in center. They got a good left fielder, and then if Yastrzemski stays healthy, I mean, he's a decent player. So, I mean, it's something. It could be worse.
Right. Exactly. Well,
hey, real quick, Los has got to go, Dan.
Okay, very good. Hey, I'm going to let you go because we're going to finish up with Los here. And
all right. Well, you guys have a good night.
Appreciate you calling in.
Thanks for the call, Vic.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. All right, man. Los. I
got a little bit of an early wake up tomorrow.
Oh,
so.
Cool.
No
Very
worries.
good.
Yeah. So.
Well, always good to have you. We'll be back tonight's Thursday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So tomorrow, Friday night, anything going on? I think we'll go Friday tomorrow night, and then we'll probably hang it up until Tuesday.
Yeah, take New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off.
Yeah, I got something going Saturday night. I'm going to a kind of a New Year's Eve party.
Nice.
Look at you, Mr. Wildman.
Yeah, and then I think we having something here on New Year's Eve at the house, and then Monday or Sunday is New Year's Eve, right? Yeah, and Sunday, find out if I win the fantasy football championship.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if my opponent is out there somewhere lurking. I haven't seen.
Yeah, I saw him. He was out there.
He made a comment earlier. He said, I'm going to take my winnings from fantasy and be on the Giants board of directors.
Oh, did he say that? Nice.
That'll be his buy-in. So,
nice.
$200 for second place isn't too bad, but I don't think it'll get you anywhere.
All right, boys.
Oh, 225. Sorry, it is 225. Yeah, 225.
Finish it off strong.
I don't know if I should
take it easy, Los.
All right, guys.
All right, Los, have a good one. So maybe I should just send that check to. No, man, I didn't play Breece Hall tonight against Cleveland. Guy got 27 and a half points.
A lot of people would have done that against the Cleveland defense.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you just don't know.
I got Travis Etienne and I got and Kyron Williams. I mean, I can't bench those guys. I mean, I would normally bench. I benched Etienne the last couple of weeks because of the matchups. So this one, I thought Hall. I thought, you know what, Breece Hall's going to give you 12 points, maybe. Sometimes he lays an egg, but basically, this is stinking. The Jets' offense is so ingenuitive. I can show you their plays. They're number one.
Dan's drawing more pictures.
Yeah, more pictures. All right.
Yeah, Joe Flacco. MF, you did well, man, with Joe Flacco. Gosh, dang. Me and him are facing off.
All right. Can you see that?
A lot of dots.
Yeah, that's the line. All the guys up there on the line. And then you got the four in the backfield. You got Breece Hall right next to the quarterback. That's all he does. Goes out there. And they throw him the ball. And every time he catches it, it's 1 point. And PPR plus 5 yards, 1.5 points. And he catches about 8 to 10. So there's, 12, 15 points. And if he runs for 60 yards, there's another 6 points. So, it's like I should have known because they can't the Jets can't throw down the field. Jeez.
MF got 27 points with Flacco, man.
Oh, Flacco. No, Flacco, not Flacco.
I call him a Flacco.
Joe 27. Flacco, man. He's been 39 years old. The guy's pretty amazing. Yeah, we got to do a dynasty league next year. I agree with Will B. Dynasty league, man.
That's where you carry your players forward or something.
Yeah.
Look at Will. Come on. You see that look in his eyes?
Which one are you looking at?
Yeah. No, he's just saying talking about dynasty league, and you're like, oh yeah.
Oh, me. Oh.
Yeah.
Shoot. I'd trade. I'd be trading my draft picks and everything.
You would be. You would be.
Oh, man. I mean, anything can happen. You never know. If guys go down, guys have a bad game. On paper, I feel like I have a good team. But you never know.
Dan wouldn't be able to handle a dynasty league. You trade too much.
Yes, the Coach Emilio dynasty.
Oh my gosh.
It starts this year with the first title. Oh, I gotta win this game, man.
Oh my God.
I have to win this game. I mean,
oh man. Did you see? You see? What is this?
Oh, right. That's right. No trade deadline in Dynasty because you could. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, I haven't. Wait a minute, guys. You didn't see what I did to Will B's team last week. I was able to beat him. I think I slowed down a couple. I slowed
a lot of points.
A lot of points. I put a hex on Hurts. He had a pretty good game. I put a hex on the Philly defense. They didn't do as well. Put a hex on CeeDee Lamb, and I put a hex on Jake Ferguson. Why? Because they're Cowboys and Eagles.
There you
go.
He
had him on his team, and I'm a Niner fan, and I had to win the game, and so I needed to put a hex on some of his guys. So I don't know if it worked. I won. So let me pull up Will Martinez's team here. Let's take a look at Will's team here. All right, he's got CJ Stroud. He's coming back from a concussion. We'll leave him alone.
Right.
I've had concussions. We'll leave Ayuk alone. But Mike Evans, okay? Mike Evans, a Buck guy and a Buck fan. I'm sorry, Mike. Okay, he's in trouble. Rashad White. Okay, got him doing. And Laporta. Can't have him getting the catches. We need him to go to Amon-Ra St. Brown, to my guy. So Laporta. There we go.
Oh my God.
All right. 3 of his guys. And Rice, because he's a Chief.
Oh.
All right, I got 4 of his guys. I got the voodoo hex on him.
There you go.
It's
in the bag now, right? It's in the bag now.
It's in the bag. There we go. You're in trouble now, Will. 4 of your guys in your Bucks defense. Okay, here we got a caller. All right, calling from the 650. Who is it? Who's calling?
This is George from South San Francisco.
George of the jungle.
Yes, sir. Dan, how you doing? Eric, how you guys doing?
Doing well, thanks. Eric says he's doing well.
Yep.
Good. Hey, I was thinking, I saw something on TV the other day on Major League Channel talking about the Mariners maybe cutting some more payroll and that them looking for some hitting and maybe willing to give up, maybe willing to trade Luis Castillo. I think him in our rotation along with Glad, we signed Snell. That would probably be one of the best 1-2-3 punches in baseball.
You heard that they may be trying to get rid of Castillo?
Yeah, that they're looking for some hitting that they may need to shed a little more payroll.
Well, there goes on that deal.
Yeah. So,
Who could we? What partner do we? Conforto's from Seattle.
Oh, there you go.
They can have Conforto, and you probably would have to take $5 million.
I think if you gave Conforto to Seattle, that solves your outfield crunch and gets you a pitcher who was in your farm system, Castillo.
Yeah, and you're going to have to give up more than that.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have to give more than that. I'm just trying to think of hitting.
But you're not shedding payroll with that contract.
So, I know people talked about, I know that I know Lowe's and you and Eric are like, absolutely not no Chapman for the Giants, but, I don't see, in terms of looking at the defense, like I see Schmidt's potential, but he played 37 games there last year at 30, and he had 6 errors.
Yeah, but he made some great plays too, and
sure, he's got a cannon,
and he's got a cannon. And they got him moving all around. The ball's coming at you. When you're used to third, and then all of a sudden you play short, the ball gets on you so much quicker at third than it does short. And just let him be, leave him alone, play him at third. Don't sign Chapman. As far as the Giants with Seattle looking for hitting. I don't know who they'd want on the Giants roster that can hit. Who can hit?
I mean, that's the question. Maybe they want some younger players, maybe some guys that are more controllable, like a Matos. Maybe we can give up Conforto.
I mean, Matos might be a guy that could hit in a controlled situation like that in Seattle, where you play him, and he is a guy that, if they played him, he might hit you 280. And he's not going to be.
He's still young.
Not a lot of power, but I think he could be a big.
He's still young.
Right.
21 years old to 24. That's when you start really seeing your strength, when you're 23, 24, 25.
Correct.
He's still a baby. I mean, obviously he's got to do some weight training, probably to put on about 15 pounds of muscle, and then you might see kind of obviously doing it the correct way.
Right. I can see the Giants getting rid of both Ramos, Matos, and Luciano, and some of their guys, and all these guys, and then all these guys all of a sudden start, becoming, all-stars. It would be just like the Giants.
It's always hard to see. Like, we don't have a Julio Rodriguez. We don't have anybody in our system that you go, okay, you know what, this guy right here is going to be the next phenom. There's not anybody in our system in terms of hitting, in the field.
No, we don't have it. They don't have they don't even have a potential 5 in their system right now.
They don't.
They have very few. They even have very, very few potential 4s right now.
Sure. Well, and again, I can see Reese Hoskins. I think they should go for Bellinger. I know we're crowded outfield, but you need somebody. And Yaz is getting older. He doesn't play 100 games a year. He's got a bad hammy every year, the last 2-3 years. And so if you got somebody if you got him in right field and you got Jung in center field, I would probably. You're going to lose probably some value with him if you moved him to left field. If you were trying to trade him, Luciano, because obviously as a power hitting shortstop, the idea of him being a power hitting shortstop, you can really get something good for him. If they said, hey, we want your shortstop straight up for Castillo, I would do the deal. I would trade Luciano straight up for Castillo.
Oh yeah, I think I would too. Yeah, that's
and for sure. I'm sure they want
probably would do that, even though Luciano. I guess if I said he's your potential 4 on the roster, maybe if the Giants had one potential guy that could turn into a 5, and again, potential is a big word that rarely comes on, but Luciano has the ability to be, I could see it in him. I just don't know if he has the plate discipline to make it happen.
I hear you guys every night, and the biggest thing is Farhan. This guy here, he cut his scouting staff. They're more into analytics. That's why it's funny. I saw him during the the winter meetings, how he was so upset, and I was actually telling him, I think analytics gets a raw deal. And
I heard that.
Yeah, you played that, yeah.
And he was protecting all the people that took pay cuts to yes. That was sickening.
You cut baseball people out of the equation.
Yep.
And you brought them more, nerds basically, geeks who read, don't really know the game.
They don't know the game. That's right.
They don't know the game. You're not looking at somebody and going, hey, you know what? He really can turn on an inside pitch, or hey, this dude right here, he waits on the pitch and he can drive the ball the other way.
Right.
There's nothing in analytics that
I did not realize that he cut his scouts to
half almost.
Half?
Yeah.
Oh my!
Half.
Did you know that, Eric?
What's that?
That Farhan cut half the scouting department out to bring in more analytics?
I did not hear. Where did he hear that from?
Where'd you hear that from?
I heard that when he first got hired, the first year they didn't do it, but after the pandemic, they let go of a lot of scouts after the pandemic.
Wow, Google that, Eric.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Check that out. Did Farhan and the Giants, after the pandemic?
Baseball people out,
Hey, I don't know what it is, if it's your phone or what. Having a little bit hard time hearing. You could maybe turn your volume up. Or
there you
Can
go.
you hear me now?
Much better. Much better.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. So I don't see how you can cut all these baseball people out and wonder why we're not hitting on, first round picks or second round picks or, down the draft where you're getting like the gem that nobody knew about, and then going back to international, I guess this year they have two people in the top 50 range, and they're both like, I guess for Latin America, you got only two out of the top, like, I guess, top 30, 35, but nobody's before 30. So you're not even in the top 10, 15 of getting some of these kids from Venezuela, from Dominican or Puerto Rico. So you're not putting any money into it. You're just getting dudes that you think can kind of project out, and you're keeping that international money. You're not paying these dudes, $6 million, $4 million, that's number 32 or 35. So
right.
you ain't hit there. You're not hitting there. You're not hitting in Japan, obviously. He overpaid for Jung, and now, he's not a big game hunter. That's the biggest thing.
Right.
He's not John Lynch. John Lynch sees a problem. Okay, you know what? We need to go out and get this. We're going to go get McCaffrey.
Right.
We might overpay a little bit, but you know what, though? This is what he's going to do for our offense.
Right.
We
need Chase Young.
Corner. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Need a defensive lineman, go get Chase Young. Need a corner, go get Mooney Ward. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He goes after the guys and gets them.
And, and it goes back to ownership. You guys have said it. The Warriors owners, I mean, we sucked for so many years because the owners sucked. Right. We were terrible. Once we get Lego, he's like, no, we're going to win championships. Hey, you know what? He may overpay for people, or he pays too much in the terms of paying for taxes, but hey, he wants to win. Right. So, and he's loyal to his guys, maybe to a flaw a little bit, but at least he wants to win. Right. Same thing with Jed York. When his dad ran it, he was charging guys for bottles of water and Gatorade. Right. Till the kid came in and was like, hey, no, we're going to do what Uncle Eddie D used to do. So, till the owners kind of like wake up, and there's too many of them. That's the problem too.
Way too many.
Minority owners, they're not invested in baseball. It's an investment.
Right. It's an investment. It's a problem. If the Giants don't turn it around and they don't put a real baseball man in charge, I think the next 5 years they're looking at I think you're going to be the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have no talent and if you're not willing to pay, and I wouldn't be surprised this year if you see some days where there's only 18 to 22,000 people in the stands.
Oh yeah.
You don't get Snell, you don't get a Bellinger, you don't get. I mean, as much.
I would like to.
I think Chapman is actually coming. I hate to say it for you guys, but I think they're going to get Chapman.
I think they are too.
Melvin wants him. I think Bob Melvin wants him. I think he's familiar with him. He's comfortable with him. He trusts him.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Matt Chapman too, and I think that's. I said that in the beginning. I said at the end, the very beginning of free agency before it started, I said they're going to probably end up with Chapman, Flaherty, and like Kiermaier, something like that. Right. So I think those are the positions they were looking at. I think they'll end up with Chapman. They got Lee in center, and they'll end up with a pitcher. I don't know if it'll be Snell or a Stroman or a Montgomery, but it's probably going to be some mid-level. Or if they get Snell, it's because Boris robbed Farhan and got him to bite on Snell for a ridiculous $200 million plus contract.
I think the only superstar the Giants actually can possibly acquire is probably Guerrero. I think because his body, the way his body composition is, I could see them getting scared. Toronto, like, hey, he's that kind of kid that can put on weight, and he might not be worth all that money. But the kid can flat out hit. And, and I get, we've already dealt with Sandoval, in the past where, weight was an issue with him. But if the Giants can somehow get Guerrero, and if they do get Chapman, at least you have 4 or 5 hitters, or 3-4 hitters, something like that.
Yeah, I'm just not sure how great of a hitter Chapman is. I think
Chapman is okay. I saw on Major League Baseball the other day too that his exit velocity was like top 5. I was like, what? I was like, absolutely not. But then I looked at his stats today, and I saw 17 homers and 54 RBIs, but nobody hit for the Blue Jays in front of him. Like they all had bad years.
Interesting.
But he had 40 doubles, or he had 39 doubles.
Well, interesting.
So
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll see.
Yeah, I think they are in on Chapman and
hopefully Snell. Snell.
Probably
can get a 1-2. I'd love to trade for Castillo. That would be a nice 1-2-3.
Yeah, Castillo would be good.
We'll,
Hey, well,
nice.
I appreciate your calling in. Call back when we're back on the next time. We'll be back tomorrow night, and then again right after on the 2nd of January.
Thanks a lot, fellas. You guys have a good one.
Hey, thanks.
Have a good one.
Appreciate you listening.
Thanks,
all right, bye-bye.
All right, I found it, but I can't use. I had to find it on my phone because
for some reason, what'd you find about the scouting?
Yeah, listen to this. This is written by Kerry Crowley back in September of 2019 for the Merc.
Okay.
It says, with fewer than 3 weeks left in the regular season, San Francisco Giants have taken the first steps in their plans to institute widespread changes across various levels of the organization. First-year president of baseball operations, Farhan Zaidi, said the organization has let go of 40% of the team's pro scouts, many of them who played instrumental roles in helping the Giants win 3 World Series titles in 5 years. Former Giants catcher Brian Johnson and former San Jose Giants manager Andy Skeels were among the scouts who did not have their contracts renewed. The Giants opened the season with a 20-person pro scouting department, which was one of the largest in the major leagues. Zaidi said Giants retained 12 of the pro scouts and fired 8. But he and pro scouting director Zach Menizian will hire at least a handful of replacements. We are going to bring back more scouts, Zaidi said. I don't think we know the exact number, but some of that recruiting is already underway.
They had 20 at the time?
Yep, and they would reduce it down to 12.
Right.
The largest scouting in all that seems like out of all the major league teams, or one of them.
Let me pull it up here, and we'll count their current scouts right now.
There you go. Changes are likely coming in the amateur scouting department too, where Zaidi said the Giants expect to have a definitive direction within the next few days.
All right, so here's the scouts. Let's see. Analyst, engineer, baseball, senior soft. Look at this. Senior software engineer. That means tech analyst geek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those people who never knew anything about baseball. Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
While you're looking at it, he also says, Zaidi emphasized that on-demand video has allowed the Giants to rethink how they're distributing their resources and said scouting at a lower minor league levels, including the Arizona Rookie League and the Dominican Summer League, is becoming a higher priority.
Okay, here's their scouts. I mean, look at all these software engineers.
That's a lot of them.
Those are your technical geeks that are your analytics. Those are the guys, Eddie Elliott, Alex Case. Baseball operations associate, Rose
That's all
Graves,
the same.
Amanda Glazer.
It's all in the same.
Ellie Gruskin, Jimmy Kerr, Mark Ferraro.
Oh my God! Where's the scouts, please?
They're at the bottom. I'm going backwards here. Hey,
That's
there's our video. Look at these people running the operation right here. Data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, senior bio, 19, applied, 19, performance science. That's the same crap. I'm sorry. 2021, performance scientist. What's it? You're just making up names? A performance scientist, like freaking
performance scientist specialist.
A performance science. I mean, great. Mackenzie Walsh, fresh out of dissecting a frog, is now telling Giants where to play in the outfield. Performance science fellow.
A
Tatiana
fellow?
Luna.
What is this, like a school of higher learning?
Performance.
A
It's
scouting fellow?
It's a lobotomy school. What do we got here? Major League Operations Fellow. Okay.
It's like
And we have a scouting fellow. This is awesome.
Oh, another baseball video systems. Here we go. We're not done yet.
Research and development intern. Wait a
Research
minute.
and development.
I might know her. She might be the one. There's one that I met in spring training that thought her name was Lauren. I'm trying to see what else we got. Or Laura Nunez, assistant director. Well, you know what? Director of software engineering. Wait, director of baseball analytics. But he's over all of the specialists and the scientists, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be a scientist. No fair. Can I be a scientist? I know baseball. I could be a scientist.
This is weird.
Come on.
Wow.
I got some. Okay, Kyle Haynes. We know that. Director of Player Development. Felipe Alou, Special Assistant to Baseball Ops.
Yeah.
Ron Wotus. Sam. Don't know that one. Director of Player Personnel. Oh, that's an admin job. Software engineering. That's the job I want. I want to be a software engineer or a scientist. I'm a scientist. I'm a mad scientist for the Giants.
Let's see how many scouts they have.
Here we're coming up on the scout. Well, we got to get through the software engineer baseball systems and the performance scientist. Ellis Burks. There we go.
So we got one.
Former Giant. Pro Scout. 2, Keith Champion. Jim D'Aloia. 3, Steve Decker, former Giants catcher. 4, Jaleel Leach. 5, Ben McDonough. 6, Yadala Mufti. 7, I think Joe Panic's in here too. I think he is. Where am I on? 7?
Yep.
On Mufti?
Mufti.
Wait.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Decker's 4, Leach 5, McDonough 6, Mufti 7, Ross Pruitt 8, Steve Reha 9, Ryan Thompson 10, Shane Turner.
That's it.
11 scouts. So they went from 20 to
11.
8 to 11. Oh, so yeah, we did bring
a
back
handful. There was a handful.
Yeah. Brian Bridges, national cross checker.
I don't know what that means.
Is that like for playing lacrosse or is this baseball? Cross checker. I'm not sure.
I don't know what a cross checker is.
Okay. We have an area scout for the South Florida, Puerto Rico, Latin America division. Then we've got someone out in Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, and Nebraska. Then we got someone up there in the New England states. And then we got Southern Cal.
So what the hell is this? So they got other scouts. So what is this then?
Area scout. These guys are, I don't know. These guys are the guys that might be area. Hey, Buster, cool it. These guys might be the scouts that kind of overall check out certain guys, and then maybe they call in the pro scouts to come in and oversee.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oversee these guys. Say, hey, look, we got so and so. Maybe the pro scouts are the ones that
I don't understand this area scout stuff.
Do the signings is my guess. Okay, so they got some scouts out there. We got some cross checkers. Panama scout, Mexico, Nicaragua. anybody ever come out of Nicaragua?
Not sure.
There's got to be some guys that have come out of.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Area scout is a scout who looks for raw talent in a specific territory. They are part of the amateur scouts who evaluate high school and college baseball players.
And then they bring in the pro scouts to watch them if they see.
The role of an MLB association can vary, but it typically keeps the volunteer in a specific location, helping gather data for a baseball scout.
Exactly. Just what I thought. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll become an Arizona scout for the team. Special assistant, player development, Joe Panic.
Dave Rigetti.
Vogelsong.
I didn't think Vogelsong was with them anymore.
Roving pitcher instructor. Roving hitting coach. I think this might be a little old and needs to be updated. Burrell is now one of the Giants' hitting instructors.
Hitting instructor.
He's not a roving anymore.
Right.
All right, Hawkeye opera. Okay, we get
what
into.
in the hell's a Hawkeye?
What's a horticulturist?
Horticulturist.
What is a horticulturist? Is that a plant thing or something?
Hold on, I think so. Hold on.
Is that some kind of plant thing or something? Because that could be important. See if
horticulture, the art or practice of garden cultivation.
Yep. That's what I thought. That is an important job because if we don't have a horticulturist, who knows what center field behind the center field wall lurks, right? We need that horticulturist. And
you know who the Giants did sign? They signed what do they call that? The wine guy, the wine specialist. It's a special name. I can't remember what it is, but they have
connoisseur of wine or what?
Yeah, someone who I can't remember it's a special name.
And we need the sports turf techs. Okay. Very good. All right, what else we got here? Pitching coach, there we go. Hitting coaches, third base coach, Matt Williams, medical and training staff. Now we're getting into. Okay, so I'm going to pick one job for me. Wherever this thing stops, I'm going to take it, and then we're going to spin the wheel. All right, here we go. We're going to let's see if I can give this up. Let me practice. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Let's go.
All right, then it'll be your turn. We're going to work for the Giants. Hey, community ambassador, Dave Drecke. All right, here we go. We're going to wait. All right, there it goes.
Physical therapist.
Okay, Eric, that's for you. Hey, I didn't give this a good enough spin. I think I got it. I spun it on the side here. I got to move up. I got to move the.
Very good, Jackson. That is correct.
I got to move the bar here.
Here
it goes. Here goes the bar. Woo! Wait. That's not a good job for me.
Front office roster. There you go.
There we go. But I guess I'm the external affairs senior coordinator. That's no fair. I want to be a scientist. I want to be a scientist. What job was that? What job was that I said I know I'm good for it? I'm going the wrong way. I could be in the ticket sales. That'd be a boring job. I'd be sitting there all day waiting for the darn phone to ring.
How about a prep cook?
Do we have a prep cook in there?
Yeah, it was down below. It was way down there.
All right. Ticket sales. Let's check the ticket sales. See if my account executive is in there. She's really great. Amanda Kershaw. Let's see if she. Come on. Let me find Amanda.
Nope.
Executive groups. Are we in the ticket sales? Premium sales. Ashley Campus. Okay, that. Ticket sales, client relations, ticket sales. Where is my season ticket sales? Amanda Kershaw. Come on. They didn't get rid of her. They better not have. She had a child recently. Maybe there she is. Director, senior ticket memberships, Amanda Kershaw. I gave her a hard time. I said, how did you get to the Giants with that name?
Control F.
So there you go. Amanda Kershaw. She's still with the Giants. Good. If they ever got good again, I'd call her up to get me some tickets.
Director of Fantasy Negotiations and Trades.
Is there someone with that job?
No, someone's saying it in the chat.
Oh, I'm not looking at the chat. Okay. I want that darn scientist job. I want to have that on
Unbelievable.
I want to have a San Francisco Giants card with the scientist. What do you do for the Giants?
I'm a scientist.
I'm a scientist. Oh, what do you do as a scientist? I concoct all kinds of things for I concoct all kinds of things for Farhan to
what? Did you hear? Did you go back and listen to Fargon? The Fargon?
Yeah, I heard Fargon.
Did you hear the new word?
The anapolitics? Yeah, it's like let me see here. Take a little screwdriver here. Take a little water. This is Fargon mixing up his lineup.
The concoction?
Yeah, it's a concoction. He says, let's see. All right, gosh, I need one of those. Let me call Sacramento. Brundy, get me Ramos. I need him for 3 at-bats.
That's pretty much how it goes.
Get him down here quickly. We're facing a lefty that wasn't supposed to be tonight, and we've got 3 hours. They just said they were going to throw a righty, and they changed us to a lefty. And I don't have enough right-handed batters. I can't put a lefty in there against this guy. Give me Ramos and get his hiney down here as fast as possible, and I can guarantee him at least 2 at-bats tonight. Nothing beyond that, though.
No guarantees after that.
No guarantees after 2 at-bats because, it's like, jeez. Oh, my goodness.
I know. Jeez. Cool. You see Napoleon Dynamite, huh? Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I see
Eric
you're having fun
legend.
in the chat. He's having fun in the chat. Goading all the Niner fans.
Who is?
Jim Everett.
Is he
having some fun?
Is he a Ram? Is he?
Yeah, he's a Rams fan.
Is he really the Ram? Jim Everett the Great? Is he?
Probably not. But
is he really a Rams fan, or is he just being funny?
Oh yeah, who knows? But it's good entertainment. Great entertainment.
Yes. I think we'll have Fargon join us next week. I heard that he would like to come back on the show next week at the beginning of the new year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
interesting.
And give his New Year's resolutions.
Oh my god!
He's going to be working on that boiler.
Oh man.
So we should do a poll. How many we got? 106. Put a poll together. Did we already do this poll where we think the Giants will finish next year?
No, we haven't.
Okay. Do a quick poll. What place Giants finish in next year in the NL West, 1 through 5?
1 through 5. I think it will give me 5. We'll see. I'll try.
We got 108. I want to get 100 votes. It'll just take boom. What place do you see the Giants coming in next year in the National League West? And it could change if they sign somebody, some big time pitchers. We'll run it back. We'll do the poll over again. But assuming that this is the roster and everybody else's rosters, where it could be. Then this is a poll inside our chat, right? right inside
it's going to be
inside the chat. I wonder. I think I know where the majority will be. Is Robert Rothberg in here?
I haven't seen him tonight.
Okay, good. We shouldn't have any ones then.
Oh, I only could go to 4. It won't allow me to go any more than that.
It won't allow you to go more than that.
How about I just go 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th? How about we just get rid of 1st?
Yeah, do that.
That?
2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th. We know that LA it's a far gone conclusion that LA will win the division.
Man. Okay, here we go. Oh.
Yeah, I think we're better off having 2 through 5 instead of 1 through 4.
Yes, there we go. It is out there.
All right.
There we go.
I have an idea where I think it's gonna end up.
Let's see. We got 10 votes, 11 votes.
I want 100 votes in here. How many are in the chat right now?
Oh, no way we're getting 100 votes. We'll be lucky if we get 50.
No, I want everybody to do it. Maybe some people are not listening. They put their phone down and they walked away.
19 votes.
Come on, guys. Everybody. You can do it.
Still at 19 votes. Get out there and vote. Sixth. 20 votes. Come on. 21. Come on, guys. Let's go. 22 votes, Dan. Dan's out there voting. Oh, my gosh. $23. Come on, vote. 24. 26. 27. If it gets to 50, we're going to be good to go, Dan. I don't think we're going to get much further than that. Rothberg voted for 2nd since he couldn't vote for 1st. All right, we're at 28. Close to 30. My kids say 2nd. Come on. $29. Come on, guys. Let's go. Oh, someone just, I think Dan's muted on purpose. You're unmuted on purpose, right, Dan?
Oh, there we go. I've been talking the whole time. I didn't even know.
Thanks, Senior. I thought he was on the phone or something.
I'm trying to find the darn why won't it open up? Oh, there it is.
30 votes. 31 votes.
31 votes.
$32. Man, we may not be able to get to 50.
We'll get to 50. Come on, what's going on? Why is this thing not working tonight? Okay, there we
go. Your question. What is your question? Trying to see where your question is there. Am I missing it? Missing it? Well, retype it there. Retype it. Super frustrated. 35 votes. Recounter riot. Hmm. You're trying to skew the numbers, aren't you, Dan? I see it.
No, I'm reading something else.
36 votes.
$36 votes.
36 votes.
All right. Well, we're up to 115 now, so people have the chat's actually grown. So
Yes,
hey guys,
it has.
we're going to close this out in a couple minutes. Let's get to 50.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
Come on. Come on.
50,
Get out there. Let's go. Get out there. Come on. Come on.
Come on. Come on. Try.
Let's go. Go. Come on. Go.
Come on.
36 votes.
50. Don't tell me the numbers either, and or are they already on there? You can see the percentages, I guess.
I think they could see the percentages if I'm not mistaken. Come on, let's go. Come on. All right, cool. We're 38. Let's go. 12 more. Let's go. 12 more. Let's go.
There we go. Get them going. 50 votes. What place are the Giants going to come in next year? We want to.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Where did the Giants finish in 2024?
We're in the polls here.
Second, third, fourth, or fifth in the NL West. Come on.
And if you can they do a write-in for first?
Right. Oh man.
Where's the? I don't know how you open the chat on your phone. What do you do?
Oh, there's got
live chat. Okay, there it is.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll vote again for a candy bar.
We got 38 votes.
38 votes.
And it's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Yep. It's trending.
38 votes. Hold on here. Let me get my calculator. Oh, my calculator's not in here, darn it. All right. We're still sitting at 38 votes.
Still sitting at 38.
Okay. 38.
Cryptic trader.
Come on.
40 votes.
40 votes.
We're at 40.
All right. We have some 40 votes. Come on. Where's this stinking calculator on this phone? I guess there is none. Oh, there we go. All right. So we're sitting at 41 votes.
41, correct.
So I want to know who the two are so far that voted for second.
I know.
Who?
Some smart ass. Oh, he wants to know, is Bob Melvin or Keith Law coming on the show?
Keith Law. Who asked that?
Super frustrated SF Giants fan.
You know, we reached out to Bob Melvin on a personal level. Had not been able to left a message for him, texted him, and we never actually heard back from him. And it could have been because it was shortly after he was hired, could have been doing meetings, and then they had the winter meetings in the beginning of December.
Yep.
And it probably is out of sight, out of mind. So maybe we need to try that again and see if we can do that.
That would be something.
Keith Law, we have not reached out to. We only need 4 more votes. We're at 46 votes.
46 votes. Look at that. Let's go. 4 more. 3 more. We're at 47 votes. Come on, 3. Let's go. Come on now. Come on.
Wait a minute. We got all the way up to 15%. 47 votes times 5. Wait.
48. 2 more to go.
50.
50. All right, I'm ending it right now. Here we go.
50
Results.
times.
Fourth place got 31%.
We had 7 people vote. Wow. That's interesting. I thought fourth place would smash everything. I didn't see it being that. Fifth place.
Fourth and fifth make up 61%.
Wow.
Third, 23%. Second, 14%.
Yeah.
Whew.
So 30%.
That's rough.
You had 31 people pretty much.
Just call that number.
30 of the 50 voted fourth and fifth.
Crazy.
Wow.
Hey, Rap, just call 707-673-6060.
Whew. This will have to be the last caller.
Even if we may not even. No.
Even if we don't get it, we're gonna call this a wrap at 11:30.
Sounds good.
I'm tired.
Let me go ahead and I'll just take down all this stuff.
Far gone.
Far gone.
I don't know what happened to the chat. Everything got really big on my screen now, and I can't.
Oh, you control minus.
Control
minus.
Oh, thank you.
There
Control minus. Are you one of those scientists? Do you work?
Are you one? Yeah. Control plus.
Can I have your autograph? You're a scientist for the San. I still can't get all the way to the bottom. What do I do, sir scientist? What do I hit?
How much did you plus it up? It should say show up at the very top.
Oh, I see. Like
100%, 120%. Yeah.
Oh, chemo. What the heck? Where the heck am I? I can't see no percentage. It's too big. Do I hit the control minus again?
Yeah.
There we go.
Jim Everett says pulling all nighter. Man, there's been.
If I keep hitting control minus, it gets small. Honey, I shrunk the computer. Oh, how do I get it to make it
plus
big?
The control plus.
Oh, how do I give it some Viagra?
Oh, my
all right.
God.
With plus, where's the control plus? Okay. I don't even know which one's normal. Okay, that's 2.
Yeah, Jim, the other night we almost did when we had Ned on. We went 4 hours? 4 hours when we had Ned on. Granted, it wasn't all with Ned, but that was a long one. That's when Yamamoto signed. Remember?
Yeah, control plus.
Oof, that was rough.
I like that, man. Now, but I can't find the bar at the bottom. How do I just let me try that. Control minus. That's not good. I can't even read it now. Control plus. Geez, I probably won't get hired by Farhan as one of the scientists.
Not as a scientist.
Dang, I want to be one of those scientists. Hey, now that I can probably take my glasses off if I just hit control plus. Oh, I can read the chat now. Of course, I can't see you. You're like this big now. The screen, but the chat's like that, man.
Oh, man. Replay the nuke sound. Yeah.
Look at that.
Good. Hey. Yeah, look at that. That's perfect.
Control plus. Whoa. Should I end the stream? Should I hit that red button, everybody?
Oh, man.
I'm going to hit the red button. I got a control to the red button.
Oh, man.
Control. Wait. Control minus.
Control minus. There you go.
Look at that.
Look at that.
You're coming back.
Yep.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Is that about right? That's about right.
Rap, if you want to call in tomorrow, I think Dan's done for taking calls for today. So maybe
who's
call
that? Who wants
rap album?
Rap album? You got a line you can call?
I know. I wish we had that stuff working. Man, we had it so close. We had it so close.
I still can't get my screen to work right. It's not. Something's not.
I would hook up a mouse to that damn thing instead of.
I got a mouse.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Right click the bottom taskbar. Are you trying to do that taskbar thing?
See,
right?
I got a little controller right here.
So yeah, that makes it
mouse?
a little difficult. Yep. What are you trying to? What are you trying to do on the bottom?
See my mouse?
Yep.
Is that itch?
Messing with my nose. Yeah.
Scratching me. Hey, shave this off right there. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Rap says we are weak.
Well, hey, if we did a Yankees
going on for 2 hours and 52 minutes, man. Come on.
Weak.
Come on.
He could come on. If he's got something good to add, make a call.
You got something good to add? I can add it onto the banner.
He just 707-673-6060. You don't have to add it onto the banner. I don't want too many. 707
fair enough.
673-6060. 707-673-6060. Make your final call. You know what? What was I going to tell you? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know why everything's. I still got.
That's good, Cryptic. I like that. I resemble that remark.
There we go.
He's a mumble rapper.
Hey, is this the rap?
Hello, I'm on the internet.
Yeah, is this the rap?
Finally, yeah, it's me. I'm on the internet.
There you go. Hey, you know what?
I just want to say that you guys are doing a good work because the Giants need a lot of help. But I just realized something that even if we all figured out the perfect way to win, and let's say Zaidi called us or emailed us and says, what should we do? He wouldn't even do it because he's like a scammer. And think about it. If he had the winning strategy, he wouldn't even do it because that wouldn't be the cheapest option.
Right.
Good point.
That's a good point.
The Oakland Athletics, 9-time World Series champion, third to only the Cardinals and the Yankees, and within 20 years of Billy Beane taking over, they were gone.
That's a good point.
Whatever the case may be, I just think that, I'm sure maybe somebody in the Giants is reading this and maybe got a couple ideas, but I don't know. I think maybe the approach is just to talk best games of the year or.
Oh no. All right, guys, technical difficulties. Dan has just kicked himself out of the live stream. He ain't even in the green room. Oh man. Here he comes.
It doesn't really exist in an organic way. This is confounding.
We missed all that point.
That's all I have to say. And out of all the teams in baseball and sports, how can the Giants be anti-baseball? We invented this.
Good point.
Exactly.
I don't know. So my whole thing is, the last thing I want to say is the top two games of last year, I have the J.D. Davis walk-off against the Red Sox.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. J.D. Davis has his moments of McGuire.
Right.
He has a few stretches. And then the other best game, I think it was September 8th or 11th or 12th. I don't know. And it was the Rockies. And we came back from a 4-run deficit and a 3-run deficit.
That's right.
And these players are great. They must be having a tough time, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to cover someone that's anti-baseball. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
And maybe we're all just blessed to be able to watch talented players, and maybe we're the Cubs. Maybe we just go to the ballpark and have a good time. I have no idea what the hell is going on with the team.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say.
All right, appreciate it. And you know what? How you end your call?
I just got off part.
Oh, cool. Here's your slogan ending your call. Say, awesome. That's all I got to say, and that's a wrap.
Oh man!
I just think
Dan!
That's the best crop of young players in the Giants
That they've had for a while.
Yeah, I mean it's a cozy Bumgarner, but maybe it's not Clark and Thompson, but it's definitely at least third in my lifetime. And
yeah, they got to play him. They got to play him. They got to play him.
These young guys have their dreams come true, and you got to love these kids. That's how I'll end the call.
Awesome.
Love these kids.
Great. Love it, Rap. Thanks for calling.
Great call, Rap.
Good call. Got to love the kids. You know what? My screen, did I just cut out altogether?
You cut out. You totally just exited out of the entire stream.
So was the call still going on, or could you not hear?
No.
He came back on, though. Okay.
Yeah, when you came back on, he was on.
I don't know what happened. Look at the screen. My comments are way over here now. I can't figure this out. And as I hit it, I ended up losing the whole doggone thing. What if I hit this? What happens if I hit this plus button? What does it do?
I have no idea what the plus does.
What does this do? What does this do? My screen isn't working.
No,
that's what it is.
It's not working.
My touch screen is not. Maybe I have a touch screen. Maybe if I hit. What does this do? What does this do?
Yeah, you're messing with the.
What does this do? What does this do? How about that? How about that? Okay, so I was touching things and my touch screen went out.
Yep.
So there's a button on here somewhere that has something to do with the touch screen. Maybe it's F6. No, what's that?
There you got the function. You got the functions, don't you?
Oop. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I'm not a scientist.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Don't show this footage to Farhan. You will not be a scientist.
Gosh, I'm really blowing my chance of being one of his scientists. I didn't know you had scientists for the baseball club. And not just one, but several. Several scientists.
Several.
Gosh, I knew I should have got a BS instead of a BA.
Tell him to don't hit Control-0 because I don't know what that's going to do.
Control-0?
Don't do it.
Why? What will that do?
I don't know. It might freaking blow up this whole damn thing.
Well, if we do, that's been a great night. We'll be back tomorrow night. I'm going to try it. Control-0. It worked. It worked. Look. Control-0.
There it is.
All right.
Way to go, Jackson. All right.
Thank you, John. Hey, Houston, we have a problem. Control-0. Control-0. Hit Control-0. Bring you back to Earth.
Jackson with the win. There you go.
All right. There we go, man.
Jackson is a scientist.
He's a scientist. You can be a scientist too for the San Francisco Giants. You can be a control scientist. Hey, we're
gotta balance the Zoom.
Gotta balance the Zoom, exactly. Hey,
oh my God,
Farhan. We don't have enough guys for tomorrow night's game. A couple of guys are not able to go because we're facing a lefty and we have too many left-handers in the lineup. I just hit Control-0 and it said bring in not Ramos, but it said to go against the system and bring up Wade Meckler, Let him play against lefties.
Oh yeah. Actually, Chardal did help. He helped you with your phone, remember?
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. He did a fine job. Yep.
Yeah. A free sub. There we go.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's amazing? All our subs are free.
I love it, man. You got me all messed up by hitting
no, come on.
Control plus or minus.
Yeah, that
or
zooms it in. All you got to do is unzoom it.
Well, let me try that. Now that I can play, let me see. Control plus. I like that. I'm liking that. Hold on. I think I can take off the readers. Control plus. Yes.
Okay, how does this look? Can you see the bottom of the screen there?
No, the screen's real small now.
So you can't see when you pull up. You can't see a damn thing.
I got the chat real big now.
The chat. There you go.
So that's all that matters. I got the chat. I got contacts in, and I have to wear glasses for reading up close. So now we need to go back to balancing the smoke. Get back to control minus. Control minus. There we go. All right. Now.
Oh man.
Just play with the screen a little bit. Oh, my touch screen's not working again.
Control zero. Control zero.
Control zero. It's still not working.
It's still.
What happened?
Oh yeah, that's right. You got your screen to work, but your touch screen's still jacked.
Why is my touch screen not working?
I don't know.
Who's that? Jackson. There's got to be wait a minute. Let me see if I hit.
I like that, Cryptic. Farhan's hotkeys. Control zero, pick up a scrub that was just released. Control M, trade any scrub on the Mariners. Trade for any scrub on the Mariners. Love it. That's good. Control P, Papirski.
Oh man, gosh. I don't know what happened to my touch screen. Let me see. Let me try closing.
You
this
might have
out.
to restart your computer, but you know how
I got it. You know what it is? It's something in StreamYard. I was able to open up a new window.
Well, minimize StreamYard and see if can you do anything in another window.
Let's see. I can minimize StreamYard just like that.
Jackson doesn't know touch screen, so you're out of luck there.
Let's see. Minimize. Wait. Okay. I got a beep here. Let me try.
A beep?
I don't know. Let me try. If I hit this button, I think it opens up the wait. I hit X. If I hit the X to open up a new tab.
Open up a new tab.
If I hit that.
Oh my God. You hit the wrong. It's the plus, not the X. Oh my God. I hit the X. No, it's the plus for the new tab, not the X. Oh my God. Oh, brother.
All right. I totally screwed up that scientist position. I have no shot. Maybe I can be one of those. What's that guy? The lobotomist. What the contortionist or
the hillobotomist? The hillobotomist. What the hell?
I want that job. What was that other job? That Hillopalanta. What the heck?
Horticulturist.
Horticulturist. What?
Horticulturist.
Horticulturist.
There you go. Ah, man. Dude.
Okay, I'm going to be a horticulturist.
That would be fantastic. That would be. Oh, geez.
I'd be like, all those plants would be dying, man.
Oh, what is that even?
Ah,
Eric, can we get Ed
Halicki?
Nog.
Who? Oh, breathing. I could become the breathing coach. Watch.
There you go.
It goes like this, guys. Breathing. And then we're
Hilobotomist. Hilobotomist. Hilobotomist.
Here we go. Breathing. You take a deep breath in.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Blow it out for 15 seconds. But now I got to start over because I'm talking. So blow it out because you lost all there. You got to breathe it in, and then gets oxygen to the brain, which is very important.
It is.
See, relaxes you.
Okay.
I think maybe I can
Nice.
sell that to Farhan and Fargan, and maybe I
There
can
you go.
become like the breathing coach for the
The
Giants.
breathing horticulturist. There you go. You could do that while you're tinkering with some plants.
Balance the air.
Balance the air.
We got that one was from Mark Katna.
More Katna. Yeah, I see that.
We forget we got rid of balance the smoke, dude. Now we're
I
bringing
could be
in
the anniversary coach.
the anniversary coach. Yeah. Hey, happy anniversary. I mean, you're going through some adversity. What?
Come here, Casey. I'll tell you how to overcome some adversity. And then when you're done here, go over there and see Dan.
Deep breathing. Yeah.
Oh man.
Deep breathing. Yeah. Breathing coach for the stream. Real quiet. Everybody try this. One time, and then and if you do it, I was told to do it 300 times a day for my concussion.
300
for my concussion symptoms.
Wow.
To bring, and I was doing all these exercises, like figure eights. See, can you see the figure eight?
Figure eight. Yeah.
Yeah, that does stuff to your brain. I don't know what it is. You do these figure eights, and then you do this each hand, and then you do the breathing. So I'll end it with a breathing, and then we'll call it a night.
Nice.
Yeah. Everybody.
Now you're ready to paint some happy little clouds.
Happy clouds. It's 11:45 in California, 1:45 here, and 2:45 if Matthew's still awake. So we're going to have some breathing. We're going to help you get to sleep tonight. Ready? Take a deep breath in. Hold it for 5 seconds.
5.
Blow it out slowly, like you're whistling almost. Eric.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Okay. This is it. And then we're going to close. Now let's close it on a nice, even keel. Let's not blow it quietly. Oh, wait. You breathe it in, and then you blow it out slowly. No.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody have a wonderful night. Whoa. Wait. Woo.
Oh my God, man. Oh man.
Come on, man. Just blow out. Just blow out.
Exactly. You blow it out.
Blow it out and relax and hit the when I finish my breathing, say woo softly and then hit and close it out. Ready?
Okay, here we go.
Everybody, we're gonna do this together one more time. Bring it in. Okay, ready?
All right, one more time. See if we can get to the woo.
I'm saying, so I can do this. Serious, is for traumatic injuries, brain. Okay, and I swear I don't drink, so I'm not drunk.
No.
I do not drink any alcohol. Right? Just mad science.
You're not going to be able to get through it. You can't get through it.
I'm just a mad scientist, not a drunkard. Okay. All right, here we go.
Whew. Okay. Come on! Come on!
I can do this. Hey.